You ready?
Let's go.
Throw gang, we are joined by the tagging titan, the video Viking, must be a Jamaican loner because he's solo, man. His honor of the handheld, the frame pharaoh. Call him Kyle Rittenhouse, how he's shooting these skaters. Got all these spots like 101 Dalmatians. Must have linked with Bin Laden, how he's bombing downtown. Chasing those brand checks, that's that rack focus. Call him King Solomon, how he's splitting his babe. Going fajito mode because the sizzle's a rap. IRAK fathered your whole style, so he's the Baghdad. Oh, you don't like graffiti? How about you graffiti these nuts in your mouth? Filmmaker and artist, Ben Solomon. Ben, how the hell are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good.
All hail the king, bitch.
Yeah. Bow down.
I'm taking it all in. No Diddy.
No Diddy.
This is topical.
What up, dog?
You ever film Diddy?
I read a copy of Earl, the autobiography written by DMX that was personally inscribed from DMX, given to Puffy in in Puffy's like side office, the one that you're allowed to like wait in while working on a
quotes.
No, it was like a doc about Sean John. It was the year that they won like CFDA, I believe, and maybe it was leading up to that, or it was the year after. And I was not.
You were
very
filming
presentable like shape.
Okay.
And I was much younger. I wasn't the director. And so my role in the end was sort of like, post up in the side office with the gear. And like, maybe I was like swapping cards out or something.
You were a grip for the casting couch.
Yeah, exactly.
Make sure the video cameras in the bathroom are running.
Yeah, exactly. So I used that time to read E.A.R.L. by Earl Simmons.
I think that's on my nightstand, actually.
It's
for real. It's for real on my bookshelf. I have it.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah, where my dog's at.
I like it.
Stop being greedy.
And then I have, I've had some
run-ins,
some Puffy encounters.
You ever see some freaky shit?
No. I mean,
he kept it kosher in front of it. He knew that this man here, the king of the Jews, runs Hollywood, so he kept it kosher in front of you.
I don't know what that.
The only man more powerful than Puff, dude, Ben Solomon.
I don't know about all that. Maybe now.
Yeah, now you are.
Maybe whatever the date is now that he's crumbled. But
where is he?
Horrible criminal acts aside.
Both of the year?
No.
Go.
Oh, okay.
Like top 5.
You still listen to his music?
I'm again, this gets really tricky when all these horrible things come out. But
we're separating the art from the artist.
G-Dep is an eternal fucking banger.
I'm a Puffy
apologist?
I don't want to say loyalist because that sounds a little crazy, but like up until very recently, I would sing the praises of Sean Puffy Combs.
Right. Separate the art from the rapist,
Ooh. Now that's out of the way. What up, Ben? Happy to have you, dog.
I thought we were going to work up to things like separate the art from the rapist. I didn't know we were starting there.
Ben, is streetwear dead? No, I'm kidding.
Speaking of streetwear, I feel like you came through wearing some streetwear yourself today, Ben. Let's do a little fit check, dog. You want to start top down or bottom up? There is a correct answer.
I mean, the head is where it begins. You gotta go.
You're a police officer.
Big brain shit.
No, a police officer.
Yeah, top down is a cop. That's how we kind of approach it on this.
It's the bit that won't die.
Yeah.
All right. It went over my head. So
literally. We can start with the hat if you want.
Start with the chapeau.
Wait, is it really? We got to do this? All right.
Yeah, bro. Is this why you've been like dodging us for so many years?
I got to talk about my clothes.
Yeah, just go fast, quick, rapid fire.
What's the hat ski?
Yeah,
the hat is a Konya 6-panel hat by Supreme, of course. Konya 1, crazy life. 2, life in turmoil. 3, life out of balance. 4, life disintegrating. 5, a state of life that calls for another way of living. Incredible film. I know you told me you wanted to talk about films a little bit.
Oh yeah,
I think that concept speaks to all walks of life on a daily. So this is definitely like a regular.
That's your like daily mantra.
Yeah, kind of. That's like a uniform.
Yeah, you are wearing a lot of words.
Uniform hat. Yeah. So
is that what streetwear is? Just clothes with words on them?
Yes, and it becomes like an equation. Everything in life is an equation, right?
Yep.
Everything in art, getting dressed, whatever it is, right? Abstract mathematics, and how many words and what the words are. It's a very difficult. Balance to strike. So,
and yet
maybe too many words. That's why I'm not actually wearing the hat. I just kind of put it there.
But you just like read it to everybody.
You guys asked me where it started.
Well, you can't cover this cabbage. I mean, your hair's magnificent, bro.
If you're over 35, male, male identifying and have a full beautiful head of hair, you have to rep.
Let it
and
ring.
you have to like literally rub the faces of your balding friends and haters alike in the beautiful hair that you're holding down. So
absolutely.
If it was up to me, I would wear a hat all the time, but it's like my God-given duty.
Sure, of course.
To rep.
Yeah. It was beautiful to see you put product into right before we started filming.
You're not supposed to reveal that part. It's like the but listen.
He went there. All right, do you want to start with what you're wearing or like everything else? Because like again, you wore a lot of clothes. Bro. Where are we going?
It's that fucked up season. It's like can't wait till it's warm out so I can really stop dressing or the inverse, whatever it is.
Right.
So
time to get naked, bitch.
Yeah, I got.
What's the T?
The T is believer by choice. What does the bottom say? Good by nature.
Nice.
With a
back
little like Quran.
Oh yeah.
Quran wisdom on the back.
There is a whole verse from the Quran on the back.
Yeah. Well,
happy Ramadan to everyone out there.
Yeah, for real.
Ramadan Mubarak.
We're still there, right?
It's a long holiday.
It's a month long, right? Yeah.
Jews have long holidays, and they go harder.
They do go hard.
Celebrate Purim.
This year I did not celebrate Purim.
Okay.
Purim is a tricky one.
It's a big drinking holiday, right?
It's definitely a big drinking holiday. It's a blackout drinking holiday, and also it has like Jews go hard on Purim,
too hard.
Some
arguably.
Jews go way too hard on Purim.
Yeah.
And it becomes a little like, guys,
no blackface.
I saw some questionable costumes.
Yeah,
on Instagram.
Yeah, and then there's also the inverse of that, which is like it also is like sort of like Jews in space voyeur opportunity for people that are like, yo, let's go to Lee Ave like on Purim. These people are fucking crazy, and it's like,
yo, they're moshing.
It's a two-way street of
the voyeurism. The Hasidim are fucking moshing out to Kodak Black, bro.
They go hard.
You gotta go look.
Well, Kodak
is
Black
Jewish.
is Jewish.
Yeah.
He is
Bill Israel.
Person. Yeah, that's right.
Unfortunately, like most, like devout Jews, he also like he loves Trump.
Yep. Some questionable politics.
Kinda lost his mind,
Yeah, matches the fit to his fucking microwave meal or whatever.
Yeah. He goes
his toilet bowl cleaner, etc.
Exactly. All right, what else are you wearing up top? A lot of layers. You layered up.
What else do I got?
Sweater.
Lou Dallas sweatshirt.
Okay.
Young designers. Shout out to them.
Putting on youngs.
And what else did I wear? Whatever's
There's another shirt there.
There's another shirt.
Yeah.
That's a nice double RL.
Ooh,
thick.
Speaking of Jews, shout out Mr. Lifshitz.
Yes.
Nice, bro. And then what was
a good one.
Were you wearing a vest too, I think?
I was wearing a vest.
God dang.
Little Stone Island vest.
Okay.
Shout out to the sponsors.
Get the badge. And are you badge on or badge off?
I kept the badge on that because it's like low key because it's a vest on the arm.
Yeah, where's the
I go badge off. Yeah, I go badge off. But
where do they put the badge on a sleeveless garment?
Exactly. Well, they figure it out. They figure it out.
They have a whole team of engineers in the lab figuring this shit out.
That's a job. Actually, the one real job I applied for in the past 3 years was badge placement engineer.
Badge guy?
Yeah, I'm badge off.
Respect.
I'm from New York. I'm admittedly new to the Stony.
Okay.
Like, all good. Couple years, and
I salute the badge off maneuver. Some people think that's like trying to like being too cool for school or whatever, but I appreciate the
I think
badge
it depends
off.
on the garment.
Yeah.
I feel like too cool for school is not a bad thing. Yeah,
That's your middle name,
I have a really long name. And then the jeans are some old Levi's, and I'm glad we're here because I know that pants are like pants are a hot topic.
What's your number? Like, are they 550s?
They're 501s.
Oh,
the problem with denim. Let's actually separate the jeans from the pants dialogue
right.
completely.
Let's talk denim.
Okay, so Levi's obviously basically doesn't make readily available good jeans anymore.
Like their new
right?
one.
Like the run of the mill accessible, like, oh, I need a pair of Levi's is you're like, it's not really denim.
Let me go to the vintage store.
Yeah.
Yes, but then the 501 fit, it varies, right? There's years and I'm not like a denimologist guy. I'm not, and it becomes this crazy shit where you're like, oh, I got this pair of 501s and they're perfect. And I don't know where I got them and I don't know what year they're from. And I know, and then, so it's sort of in the infinite pursuit of like the same thing.
But that's kind of joyful, no? Like the hunt?
Yeah, but it's frustrating because at the end of the day, a pair of jeans is like the staple, right? It's like your Yankee hat.
Right.
It's like you need a pair of jeans, right?
And so is this your one?
Yeah, but they're like, we're going into repairs and then more repairs. And it becomes kind of tedious. And then I spent some time earlier this year, like on okay, need new jeans. And it's like
it's an arduous process.
It's an arduous process. And it's often extremely, not only is it not rewarding, it literally ends with nothing.
It's about the journey, not the destination.
But
dog.
It's Sisyphus.
Yeah,
and I
but
think, I'm pushing these jeans.
You haven't ventured outside of Levi's? Like Levi's
I have,
vintage?
but at the end of the day, it
what about
comes
Supreme?
back to
People
that.
love Supreme jeans.
Yeah, great denim, in my opinion.
I can't remember the last pair of Supreme jeans I had. I have had them. It's not my go-to.
All right.
Again, I'm also short. I'm not
A short king.
Facts. A short King Solomon. I'm not particularly thin. Body positivity.
Absolutely.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
And so then that becomes the next thing is like, are you copying jeans and hemming them? So I did recently have, and this has happened to me before, a traumatic experience where I said, fuck it. I'll get, it's been a minute since I got a new pair of like double RL jeans. These ones are good enough. I got it. Okay, cool. Let's do it. I got to get them and the fucking Brooklyn denim guy who I love, respect to the guy, to the OG, he zeked them. They're like a little too short. And it's, it's like a circumcision. It's like if you go just a centimeter, if it's just a little, too chopped, it's over. They're
the
like
Moyle botched the hem.
Yeah, dude, they're like Michael Jordan jeans. And my girl didn't even understand. She was like, I think they're fine. And I was like,
no, you don't know what you're talking
I'm
about.
throwing these out.
Yeah. They're going in the trash.
So
it's like salt, bro. You can always add salt. You can't take salt away when you're seasoning your shit.
That's true.
Or like a haircut.
Yeah, it goes back though.
Well,
that's true.
For some
if you're
guys,
fortunate enough to
again, if you're blessed.
I've got plenty of bad
blessed.
haircuts. I've got a good one right now. I don't know if it looks good right now.
It looks great.
But anyway, yeah, jeans.
Okay.
Traumatic
That sucks.
experience. Pants in general, stick with what you love.
What are your
and
pants,
no.
Rotesh? Typically. You a Dickies guy?
No, hell no.
Okay, sorry. I
Dickies
don't know.
guy. The fuck?
Carhartt?
Carhartt? What we
No,
doing?
I don't wear Carhartt pants, but I'm down. But that's like a thing and now it's a thing, and I'm like, it's all right. Like I've worn plenty.
When
of
a thing
Carhartt
becomes a
pants.
thing, does that make you move away from the thing?
If it's your thing, if it's my thing, no. Like I don't care. Like if okay, like
if you was there.
oh, Supreme is OD. Like okay, cool, whatever. Like I wore Supreme. I wear Supreme. Cool. A Yankees hat, a Air Force One. Other footwear traits
Staples,
that one
classics.
could make.
Eventually,
Like,
the losers will move on.
yeah, things go in waves, but pants are forever.
Pants forever.
I don't know. There's like some comb pants I like standard.
Wow. Okay.
They're in the like they never go on sale because they're like this. So it kind of always sucks because I go I go during sale and then I'm like, oh, what about these? And they're like they don't. But that's a good one. I'm an old head, so I still go for like a standard army pant.
Okay. Surplus.
A classic. Yeah, a classic. And that's also I would say that's like the good barometer for like in the baggy debate. It's like that's the right. The
fatigues,
that's the right
just like good old
bagginess.
fatigues.
Yeah.
Not like totally ballooned out, but like also not too slim straight.
Yeah. You got to strike that balance.
Life's all about balance, Ben, right?
Yeah. And equations.
and so are pants.
Math, words, etc.
Yeah. What are the socks and shoes that you so kindly left outside? Thank you for appreciating my culture.
What shoes did I wear?
Air
95s.
95s.
Air Max 95s.
I feel like I always see you in 95s.
Well,
Is that the best sneaker of all time?
it's the top 3 for sure.
Okay. Mount Rushmore.
Feet on a Mount Rushmore, it seems upside down.
You got to go bottom up.
You got to put them in the...
I didn't know I was talking to a fucking historian over here. I thought we were talking about fucking streetwear, bro.
No, well, you started the conversation with the top,
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, 95s always.
How many pairs do you own?
like currently
Yeah.
or for,
Not in your lifetime.
probably there's like 5 in rotation at the crib.
Damn.
And maybe like another 5 in this,
Storage unit.
On ice?
yeah, in
Okay.
the box. And then, some undefeated socks.
Okay.
Consistently still years later, incredible socks.
Some
Nice.
say their socks are undefeated.
Nice. What are the panties?
Likely Uniqlo.
Boxer briefs?
No,
Boxers?
straight boxers.
Wow,
yes.
Straight
dude.
boxers.
We're on a
Run
we're on a
here.
crazy boxer run. So he keeps track.
I'm trying to get you. I'm trying to.
He keeps track like Diddy.
Release the list.
I heard no drawers at the freak
Oh, yeah?
off party.
Oh,
That's
for
the
sure.
rule. You got to sign an
White
NDA
pants, though.
and no. But yeah, I'm wearing
drawers.
boxer, trying to procreate, so I got to let them.
Oh, shit.
Oh, nice. What the clackers clack. Is that good for the spermies?
I don't know. I feel like in the 80s or something they would say that,
Right.
or in like
Well,
so
like
I just
skinny
am-
jeans like kills your sperm
Yeah.
count or some shit because your shit gets too
I think
hot.
you're just less likely to like find a woman that will
Right,
carry your
yes.
children in this.
Unless you're in like Europe. right?
Yeah.
What are the fucking spectacles?
Let's go, baby.
Another thing that's your thing.
These are so these glasses are part of like a stack of the same pair of frames I've sort of had for many years. These are gunmetal ones. I figured I'd wear
Versace?
sunglasses
Yeah.
and keep it a little
Medusa.
keep it a nice Medusa, a nice little
Aren't you-
negative space in the bar.
Aren't you a Cartier guy too, or am I tripping?
I have been a Cartier guy. I think that sits pretty high on the list of like a forever item that is on ice for a bit. I think Carti's got a little extra blown out.
Mhm.
I had someone I was really young that I was very proud of that then like retroactively I was like, I wonder if those were fake. Cause like I don't know. I was like, doing
Probably.
the math. I'm like, how the fuck did I get these?
Yeah.
But I had them for mad long. So like, they were real to me.
The cost per wear was, yeah.
That's all that matters.
And Cardi's a classic. You can't go wrong. They can't ever be whack. They can't, but it becomes a little more of like a signifier, let's
Sure.
say, a thing where you're like, oh, and like that kind of shit. It's like, again, you stay true to who you are. You can wear whatever you want and never switch up, never,
10 toes
But-
down.
yeah, but
when
you
it gets
know,
conspicuous, it's
there are certain items where you're like, okay, like Cartiers are dope if you're one of a few people in a room wearing them. If that's the standard eyeglass, you're kind of like, nah.
What's the moment for you when you're like, all right, I gotta put this shit on ice for let it pause for a little bit?
Yeah.
Is there a moment, or are you just kind of like finger in the wind?
When Drake wears it?
No.
Well, that's definitely a signifier. It's got to be up there.
Shout out to Drake.
Okay.
Yeah. Shout out Champagne Poppy.
Shout out OVO.
Yeah,
Keep-
shout out
keep
over.
cutting
Yeah,
up
no,
checks.
that's true. That's true. Those are the boys.
No, I just think like things
the owl.
come. I think things come in waves, and you gotta go with the flow. I don't know that there's a way to identify
It's
like
just
a
a feeling
hard
you get.
stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You
like
just know.
maybe when one too many people like it has less to do with like internet shit and more with maybe like when one too many people I know that maybe don't really like put that shit on, let's say, are like, oh, I got these, and you're like, all right.
The John Ruiner.
The John's ruiner. So you don't have to name names, but do you have a specific individual that ruins John's for you, the John ruiner? Because Lawrence and I have
TM. A few.
a shared few.
Are you guys the first non-Philly guys to really popularize John's?
No, it was a Sufu thing first and foremost, and then was Pilford.
Okay.
And now it's just a middle-aged podcast streetwear guy
Yeah.
thing.
Okay. Got it. Well, hey, I fit right in.
Yeah.
Welcome, anyway,
brother.
as a Caucasian Jewish guy, there's certain words I just from New York. There's certain words I don't say. There's certain things
Like
that
the N-word, probably.
and
Yeah.
so I don't say
Aspie.
I don't say the J word.
Oh.
I'm not from Philly.
Okay, got it.
Anyhow, I don't know that I have a singular J ruiner.
Okay.
But
Damn, hard J.
It sounds anti-Semitic.
there's canaries in the coal mine.
Exactly. That's what it is. There we go.
Like, and for, it really lines up,
Yeah, yeah,
canary
yeah.
diamonds in the coal mine. It's a little too many.
Yo, fucking bars, B.
A little too much like rimless gold,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
We get it.
Special things are special for a reason.
And when they no longer feel special,
Exactly.
For the birds.
Yeah.
Exactly.
and you were
Keep the
sipping on
metaphor
a
going.
massive Topo Chico
Is
sparkling
that your
water.
sponsor?
No.
Okay.
So let's turn this around actually. And but I will put this front and center. And
Diet Pepsi's crazy.
what do you mean? All right.
Diet Pepsi is crazy.
Yo,
if you're
thank you,
drinking
thank
Diet
you.
Coke, I'd be like, okay, he's on that way. That's like a thing right now. People are back on Diet Coke.
DC.
I mean, that is also crazy, but it's like
Why is that crazy? It's Diet Coke.
it's like
It's apple pie.
people that have like
it's not apple pie. It's like cottage cheese. It's like 1986. Like, I did,
That would be
like my mom. Like
Tab.
my mom drinks.
it's like Cartier frames.
yeah, exactly.
Look,
exactly.
I just really like Diet Pepsi, and I think that people are like sneer at it. I'm like, what are you fucking like? Diet Coke isn't gonna fuck you, bro. Like,
well,
relax.
Pepsi is the choice of a new generation.
Absolutely. And
I'm more of a Baja
cut the check.
Blast guy myself.
Cut the check.
Yes,
Um,
Pepsi, cut the check.
Baja Blast.
Yeah, dude, it's my favorite.
Crazy. Yeah, so
20th anniversary.
Soda's
Yeah,
tough.
dude. How are you
You're not a
celebrating?
soda man?
You're not celebrating Baja Blast 20th anniversary?
What are your vices as a sober guy?
Ooh, Vice talk.
Besides
Uh,
Vice.com.
Trying to procreate with your wife.
I don't know if that's a vice.
I'm kidding.
That's a virtue.
Ooh, nice, dude. Well
Fucking
played.
good.
Vice is
Candy, soda,
Yeah.
sweets.
Yeah, and that shit's hard because, like,
It's bad for you. And you're
yeah,
old.
but also like drugs and alcohol at a certain point, right? It's like it's kind of a no go for me personally, right? I'm sure
Yeah.
I'll circle back to that somehow.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty clear line in the sand, right?
Right.
But with food, it's like, well, I got to eat. So
Gotta
like,
eat.
do I really got to eat this salad? Like, what if I ate this
Chopped
sandwich? What if I
cheese.
ate this crazy sandwich?
Ooh.
I don't really eat chopped cheese. We could talk about that in a little bit. I
What's
feel
your
like
sandwich? What's your favorite sandwich?
favorite sandwich is hard.
Yeah.
That's
Impossible.
Mount Rushmore
question.
sandwiches.
Mount Rushmore of sandwiches. Everything's Mount Rushmore. The
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore
This is Mount
special.
Rushmore pod. BLTs.
Grilled cheese.
A BLT is the fire on set, breakfast truck. BLT is the move.
For breakfast?
Yeah. On
Interesting.
set.
Okay. Why?
Because so, if you have a 12-hour I learned to eat breakfast being on set because I was like, I don't eat breakfast. Like,
Right.
what? That's crazy.
It's for nerds.
And then you learn when it's like you show up and you gotta you have 6 hours and it's a hard 6 hours and you gotta get it done and you gotta be on point. Then you get 40, and then it's if you don't eat that breakfast, you're fucked.
Yeah. It's like being in the army. You got to eat when you can because you never know when you're going to be able to eat again. So they tell me.
Yes,
Salute the troops.
Yeah,
Just like being in the army.
Salute
bro.
the starving troops.
making stuff, making
Little prank videos. Same thing as fighting.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yo,
Well, you know why?
Yo, thank you
know
for your
why?
service, by the way.
Because it's controlled by the Jews.
Oh, true.
There he is.
So,
Ben is Jewish, to be clear.
well,
If you weren't tipped off by the
if you
name.
couldn't figure that out,
Well, not everyone pays to watch, so.
Yeah, but just from the
I feel like my
name.
annoying nasal voice is also a fair giveaway.
You don't sound that Jewy, dog. You don't
Yeah, you haven't listened to it back.
Oh, true. How's he sound in the cans?
Pretty fucking Jewy, actually. I can say that I'm also Jewish.
There you go. There you
I'm
go.
also
Topo Chico.
Jewish.
What about, we're not going to name the coffee shop because we won't want to fully dox me. Although you are one of the last guests, I think, to record in my home and not in our future office.
Congratulations.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Black. Oh, what's the fucking swag rag, bro?
It is. This is probably like cancelable.
Oh,
is it-
yeah?
Is it like a.
What's spicy?
No, it's like a capital. They do different stuff over there. It's not the giant swastika capital bandana, which is a
the
classic
Hindu symbol
classic
of
capital
peace.
piece.
What is this one? Just like some like
Native American,
saying?
yeah.
It's got some maize. That's Spanish for corn.
Yes.
I don't know if you're familiar.
Maith.
Yeah, it's just a little.
That's not so
Hey,
bad.
that's just-
I've seen worse.
yeah.
That's just a sports team logo, you know?
Yeah, it's all-
Yeah. Nice, dude. Yeah, that's... Yeah,
Okay,
let's...
let's go.
There it is.
Keep it going.
All right, Chief.
Whoa.
Oh.
All right, fit check, drink check complete. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of the podcast. Ben, I think people probably know you best for the... How many fucking videos have you done for Supreme now at this point?
A lot.
A lot.
I
So how
act,
many
that's
years?
not like I don't know.
How
I've
many
done a
years now?
lot.
Like at least 15? 12?
I think the first thing we did was probably in 2010. The first thing that
Damn.
came out was in 2011.
Was it what was it?
The first thing that we put out was the Ariel
Yeah.
film, which is like,
Goated.
yeah,
Legend.
is a good one.
Do you get proceeds from the fucking t-shirts with that feature your image?
Or the baseball gloves?
Yes.
Oh,
Nice.
shit.
Hell
Cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, support your local film director. So from like Snake Charmers in India to Muppets to
Crop circles?
Crop Circles to Katt Williams stand-up, what has been your favorite video you've ever done with Supreme?
Well, first and foremost, the like beauty of that relationship and the work I've made there is like the range of stuff that I've been able to do. Because also as any type of filmmaker, but especially as like a commercial director, you know, most people that have like good careers, they do one thing, and that's how it works. You're like, you're a car commercial guy, then you're a car commercial guy.
Right.
You're the Nike sports guy, whatever. And that relationship has been a long one and a consistent one, and
how does the relationship work? Like, do you come to them with ideas, or are they like, yo, we got, like, how does the ideation work?
Well, just to finish that thought. Sorry. So yeah,
Yo, shut the fuck
just
up.
the range of stuff we've been able to do together and that I've been able to do with them, for them, through them has been a blessing. And, obviously given me a lot of sort of bucket list opportunities, not only from talent we've worked with, but just ideas we've pulled off. And also having a place and a partner and an outlet that is understanding and on the same page and sort of like leading a conversation, as opposed to, many other brands, which I've also had great experiences working with and continue to work with and whatever, but that don't necessarily like,
Yeah. It's
always get it.
Is
They
it
don't let you
art
run
meets
free.
It's art meets commerce, low key, high key.
Yeah. High key, low key, high, low. But my favorite, I don't know if I have a favorite. I think Ariel, ironically, was like the first thing that I did that came out, and it's really stood the test of time.
Yeah.
It's something that I, as a director, and they as a brand, and just worldwide, that's been a sort of like foundational piece of content. I think it's probably not a coincidence that like the timing of that was sort of in, I believe it was 2011. I believe it was fall, winter 2011 season opener. And it was that like
Opening day.
pocket of like the internet when a lot of the things that didn't really exist or interact with the internet so much in like a real way had to, concede, I guess, or whatever. And it was sort of
a
that
tipping point.
Yeah. And it was like, I guess Twitter and probably Instagram did both exist then, but like, it was like early Twitter days. It was, even if Instagram existed, it like didn't exist in the way
We were still deep frying.
You
Dude,
couldn't
everything.
post videos. No one was on it. No brand was on it. There was no, there was nothing like that.
Zendaya was in her fucking swag era, like
and it was sort of
Cookie
like
Monster hats and shit.
Zendaya had a Cookie Monster hat era.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know. I'm old. I didn't know about Zendaya.
That's why she's
until,
the
like,
goat, dude.
Definitely.
Dune 3.
Yeah,
Pull up.
You're telling me.
Directed by Ben Solomon.
Muad'Dib. So, it was like Tumblr is kind of on the decline. Twitter is not
rising.
really. Yeah, but it's not really it yet. Sharing videos, all these things, it doesn't
Right.
but that was something that, and brands also weren't doing shit like that yet, right? Like there was
Karma
like,
Loop TV hadn't launched yet.
did Karma Loop TV ever launch?
Did it?
No, dog.
We can talk about that.
Oh, we gotta talk Karma Loop.
later. And so I think, I'm just saying, if you open up any, not even like streetwear, glorified blog or whatever you want to call these things. Now, I don't know what they are now, but whatever. You open up Hypebeast or anything like that. There's 40 videos from 40 brands every day.
Yeah.
We did this crazy thing. It's a thing. Blah, 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 blah. It wasn't like that.
You wasn't there.
No, but it's not even that. It's like Nike made commercials.
Sure,
Nike
right.
didn't do content. They didn't do this. It was, there was, and that was this spot where everyone was sort of trying to figure out, okay, how does this work? How do you put something out without putting ad dollars behind it? What does it do? What and it did something.
Look
right?
at the monster you created, though.
Yeah. Thanks for
What
nothing.
monster?
I don't know, brand content.
Oh, I'm
Like
not
the
saying
shit-
that I had any hand in creating that. I'm saying the timing of that piece was like
Right.
well,
It was right there.
aligned with like what was happening. And I think it also was great for me for the next 15 years
Right.
and hopefully the next, 50 years to sort of like continue to do that stuff.
Timing is everything, they say.
If that's the first and the most timeless, like, I guess, yeah, just back to the question why I fucking rudely interrupted you, which is so unlike this podcast.
Yeah, you never do that.
How does the ideation, like, how does that relationship work around like the ideation? Are you like, do you go to them? Do they come to you? And we know that like they let you run free with like your wild ideas, but like, how does it typically, like this shit, I don't know.
What's the
how does
genesis?
it get cooked up in the lab?
Well, it's totally different than how another, brand or like content sort of conversation works. But, and obviously it's different now in those conversations. I think like Ariel, for example, I didn't come up with that concept. It was I think the brief was a phone call with one person that was like, yo, we made a banner. It's a giant box logo. There's an aerial company in Long Island or wherever they are. They fly it around. They're sending us the flight pattern because there's all this FAA shit. Sure. Because you can't just go, can't just cut across Houston Street.
Yeah, heard of
9/11.
Heard of it.
Can't just follow Greenwich Ave,
And
a church? Was it church? I forget.
Where the World Trade Center was?
Where the 9/11 flights, they followed, I think, Greenwich.
Oh, this is that kind of podcast?
Yes.
This is the only kind of
Big brain
podcast I
shit.
listen to. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Open your third eye, dude.
You wore the right t-shirt.
And
No Diddy.
and it was like, so, and that was it. And it was like, so let's, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
And so,
Yo, we got this crazy idea. Do it.
and also like, I can't say I was a kid at the time, but I was much younger. I was much more green in terms of like experience and, whatever that we talked through some ideas, we came together with it and, but ultimately, any sort of filmmaking is like the most kind of collaborative creative process, right? Like a painter goes to the studio and paints.
Right.
An artist, there's an artist, like a musician. There's but filmmaking is like, you can't lift a finger without 7 people, like approve whatever it is.
So, a lot of red tape.
Yeah, so
Takes a video village.
yeah, that's good. That one's good. That one's
Thanks.
good. You put in your notes whatever you're writing down over there. Be like, that's a good one.
Absolutely not.
Good joke. It took 30
Good
minutes.
joke, Jimmy. So
And is that
yeah.
typically like how the process has worked over the last 15 years, where it's like, yo, Ben, we got a crazy idea?
You get chirped. Yo, hold on. I got to chirp from
consistently,
James.
yeah. I mean, the brain trust over there is deep and filled with like great ideas and vision and like millions of different capable people and whatever. But everyone has their sort of thing that they do. So like, I also don't really sit inside of that.
Right.
So things, ideas or kernels of ideas get relayed and developed and they turn into what they turn into. And then sometimes it's the opposite. Then sometimes it's like, it's this, it goes like this, the shot is like this, and boom, 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 boom. And, that's
where it's like pre-storyboarded.
Not pre-storyboarded, but, sometimes things are a lot more nebulous. And also in any, at least in my approach in any sort of filmmaking process, a lot of it is, it's a living, breathing thing.
Yeah.
And you find the moments while they're happening or after you've captured them and you don't even know what the good shit is until you really sit with it.
The magic happens in the editing room.
And like a lot, but then like maybe a more recent one that's sort of a different version was like, I wanted to do something with like jet ski cruise in New York City. And I, we have our whatever conversations that happen over to, and I'm like, yo, this is an idea. There's no product. There's no Supreme jet ski. It's just me being like, this is like one of 10 ideas I'm sending
Right.
whatever. And then a couple years later, it comes back like, hey, I think we're actually making this product. So the idea.
Did they make a jet ski?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. You don't have one?
Dude, I thought you
Fucking
did
broke boy.
research for this episode.
Hell no.
You're not familiar with jet ski, the content?
Me and Ben have
No,
a
I know
whole
the
fleet.
video.
No, they released the jet ski.
Yeah.
Fire.
But anyhow, so it's like that, and it's not
Sea-Doo.
they didn't make a jet ski because I
Right,
suggested that idea, and I'm sure someone else had to sit whatever. But
Stars aligned.
it came back and turned into something, and then there was like a reason for it. But that whole crew, you know, has been great for me throughout the years, even as the crew has changed and the way we do things has changed and whatever. And, you know, James obviously
vision
goat
is has the vision. So it's like, if he, if you know, if I'm like, yeah, what about this? He's like, yeah, that's cool. I'm like, all right, sick. That's like, that's
bro.
the highest praise.
Yeah.
If it's like, yo, that one was cool.
Hey, mate.
Like,
yeah, bro.
Yo, all right, here's a rapid fire, two sides to the same coin. What was the hardest video to pull off, like the most difficult? And then what was the most fun you had on a shoot for Preem? Hardest, most fun.
I mean, this one's kind of an outlier and maybe answers both of those questions. So, well, Katt Williams was a crazy one. And Katt Williams was a really special one. And like, you know, one of the things I'm most proud of. It's sort of the inverse of maybe Ariel in a way, because it's almost like not timeless. We filmed it like we shot it maybe July or early, I think July 2020, and it came out like August 2020.
Right.
And it's like he's talking about COVID. He's talking about Trump. He's wearing a Tekashi 6ix9ine wig.
Well, that's a forever style.
He's performing a stand-up routine in an empty room to no audience.
Yeah.
And those are like, unfortunately, for better or worse, all of those topics like remain sort of 4 years later, you know.
Yeah.
But
time is a flat circle.
But at the same time, it was a very like of the now moment. And that's, I guess, just sort of a sidebar. But so the logistics of
like shooting in COVID
and figuring that out, which now and I don't want to like spend a bunch of time talking about like the logistics of production or how the world's changed in COVID or whatever. It's all shit everyone fucking figured out at this point, whatever.
Vaxxed?
But it was, yeah, I'm like canceling shit out, right? Like I'm wearing boxers, but I'm vaxxed.
But but yeah, your sperm is ruined, dude.
Yeah. It's yeah. No. Yeah, hey. But when that class action lawsuit hits,
hell yeah.
So that was a really dope one. It was challenging. And again, that wasn't an idea that started with me. Will Perkins sort of masterminded that concept. And then, you know, I mean, ultimately, once Katt is like, yo, I'm doing it, it's like, Katt doesn't need
let him cook.
Us to do any, you know, but
Katt, it's pretty serious, right? Like,
yeah, I mean,
he's talking about like very pertinent stuff at that time and forever.
Yeah, and it was, you know, again, I mean, that's like the beauty of, and actually he has some interviews besides like the recent interviews. He has some interviews just talking about comedy, that he has some like very poignant shit where it's just kind of, you know, like comedy in a weird way is this super serious thing where you're like, got to take the world, which is fucked up, and make people laugh. And I don't know, he had some of, I think he was like, anyhow.
Did he talk to you about Diddy?
Yeah, right.
With fucking,
he was on the right side of history, bro.
Yeah.
Him and Kanye.
He's on the right side of history with a lot of shit. But anyway, that was an incredible one. And like, you know, again, like ultimate mega shout out to Will Perkins, who like, you know, set that one off, brought me in, and he and we've done a lot of cool shit together, but that one was like a really special one. It really hit, again, same thing. It resonated in a way that a lot of other stuff doesn't, because it was like, I mean, now again, it's permanent, but it was like glued to phone, like who's going to say what next?
Right.
Who can hold the attention? Like that one at, you know, in today's, whatever, you know, media, whatever the fuck. If people watch something and talk about it and share it for like 36 hours, like you killed it. Yeah, you killed it.
It made more waves than a jet ski, brother.
And you know, that's sad and that's fucked up, but that's also reality. And what are you going to do? And that one had like a week, and
legs.
It had, you know, because it hit on something, and that was another cool thing to be able to do there, which is another great thing about working with Supreme in general, is that occasionally you're able to get way outside of like not only New York and streetwear and even anything under the guise of like fashion or brand or content, and like make something that can just kind of exist and be a statement out there. And obviously the platform and the eyes and the voices involved, you know, accelerate that. But like it's separate from that. It's like outside of he's wearing the tee, like you could Photoshop that, you could, fix it in post and put it out and just be like, this is like a weird short special we made. And,
Right.
Sure. Here.
What, okay. So using those KPIs, those metrics of taking subjectivity.
What you used
out
to
of
do?
it.
You were like a content.
I was a content guy.
He was a suit, bro.
I was a suit. Yeah. I worked at a label.
He's not artists like me and you.
I fucking, I was out here. I was at the Diddy parties. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God, bro.
But
that sucks. It really didn't work out for you.
I know. Thank God.
The only guy to not get pussy at a Diddy party.
I didn't get diddled by Diddy. What was what Supreme video of yours brick the hardest?
I mean, I don't.
Are there any unreleased shits in the
There's
vault?
some unreleased. The first thing we shot was like a lot, but again, you got to remember also the way like that brand now and also like content now and the Lance, whatever, all these things, it's totally different than then. So in 2010, I think the first thing I actually shot, like I said, I shot something in 2010, didn't come out,
right?
Was at the Playboy Mansion for like maybe the first, I don't know if it was the first, but it was, I think it was the first like Playboy Supreme stuff. So off top, of course, there's not a single woman in the whole thing.
Well, yeah.
Welcome to streetwear. Yeah.
No, but it was like, it was one of the only times I actually shot skateboarding.
Oh, cool.
Birdo, who's like a LA Supreme OG in SF now, I believe, helped me with that because he had shot, he came up shooting a lot of that stuff.
A real filmer.
And it's also crazy that being a filmer, the noun.
Yeah.
That's not that only exists in skateboarding.
Right.
There's no like on a set that I had. There's no such thing as a filmer.
Yeah.
That's not a word. It's not a job. It's not a thing. Like no disrespect to the filmers because those are my peoples and they do ill shit. But like it's just a funny. It's like
the filmer is the director, the DP, and the cameraman in skating, right?
Right. But I guess if you're a filmmaker, you just give yourself 3 credits. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
So shout out to those guys for the
shout out the shooter.
Shout out Bill.
Yeah. Shout out. Yeah. Major shout out to Bill for sure. But anyway, so that was like a cool one that never came out. And it was just like Havs and Andrew Brophy, who's like, I think he's Australian. I don't know too much about skating on that side of things to keep it real.
So I shouldn't have called you Kyle Rittenhouse, I guess.
And you should have called me Kyle Rittenhouse anyway, you fucking dick.
Hey, he's canceled. He's canceled.
He ran that by the group chat. And we're like, yeah, it's a bar. Run it. Run it.
But is the group chat just you guys?
No.
There's a few other homies.
Okay. Respect. I forgot what I was saying.
Shooting at Playboy.
Yeah.
With just dudes.
Just
that
dudes
was
at Playboy.
fun. Didn't come
The only
out.
sausage fest at the Playboy Mansion.
No, there's probably been more.
Oh, for sure.
What did you guys empty out the grotto and drop in?
It was like almost like that. No, we just like skated around. It was like skating on the tennis court. There's like peacocks in
when
it.
did he was Hugh live? He was live, right? When did he die?
He was like on ice in the back, breathing through a iron lung or something. I mean, like I think he was like medically alive.
Right.
I don't know. When did that guy die?
He had the Bane mask on.
Yeah.
The fucking
they were cracking open fetuses again.
That guy being canceled.
He needed the Immortan Joe mask.
But anyway, what was my point? What were you asking?
No idea.
Me? Yeah.
No idea.
You asked me about shit
that was in the vault.
come out.
Yeah, and then whatever.
Yeah, I mean, with everything, with plenty of other brands, there's plenty of to talk about there, and also, I mean, even more so in personal work, right? A lot of making things is having the freedom and the time and the resources to experiment and explore, and not everything comes to fruition. I mean, I think one of the biggest sort of tragedies of now is like there's a lot of shit that people put out,
that's doo-doo.
Yeah, that you're like, I see what you were trying to do, and like you probably could have done it, like maybe after like 18 more months of working on it, And I mean, I think obviously like the way that media,
the churn of content is just so crazy,
right? The way that things are consumed, right? For like, I mean, music is the easiest example, but it translates to everything else. It's like if you're not putting out a tape and then another tape and then a tape with another artist and then another thing and then a bunch of features.
Yes.
And then the deluxe. Well, you know who invented the remix, right?
Oh, fuck.
Damn.
God damn it, he got us.
Give that man the Nobel Peace Prize.
And
the tragedy of now. Right now, this very second.
Yeah.
44 minutes and 48 seconds.
He'll be dead by the time this airs.
Probably.
That's true.
Anyhow, so that
the deep
that that's part of it, right? So like for me, having nothing to do with Supreme, having nothing to do with commercial work, just me being me, like there's a lot of stuff I've done that I've never shared, I've never put out.
Because you don't think it's good enough for up to your standards?
Or it's just not there yet. And like things take time. And I think that's one of the things that's really lost in like just the world at large today is that, you know, not everything that's more complicated or took longer or like not every movie that's 3.5 hours is like the greatest movie. It's a lot of the times you're like, that should have been
a lot of times it's Marvel,
an hour and a half or whatever. But I'm just saying, but it's like taking the time to explore, refine, try, experiment, and create like ideas is like a crucial, like foundational piece of making anything. And the way that not only the audience, but the way that artists themselves sort of like have to create now takes away a lot of the freedom. And it's like a good and bad thing, right? Because you can be like, oh, well, I had to like, yeah, of course that tape was mid. Like I had to drop it.
Right.
Like, here's my next one. And you're like, but did you have to drop
Right.
it? You know?
Is that self-restraint something that's always been in you, or do you get to kind of train yourself on that where it's like, I don't have to put out mid. I can just fucking
drop.
keep that in the vault.
Well, I've been very lucky, like career-wise, let's say, that most of the stuff that I have put out and most of the brands and artists and musicians and other filmmakers that I've worked with sort of like sit in a world and in a space that like I feel a part of and that I feel proud to be a part of and that I feel like, you know, intrinsically connected to. And so it's like I don't have a lot of like, you know, pharmaceutical commercials on my reel. I would like to have that like in my bank account.
Big pharma
right?
bag, dude.
But, you know, but then at the same time, it becomes this thing where it's like
a perk 30K.
More.
Well, I think I sponsored them.
Yeah.
They owe you.
Yeah, well,
Literal bars.
yeah, bars.
We're having fun.
Yeah, we are having fun.
just riffing,
This is
bro.
fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Sticking with Supreme for just a little longer.
I'm gonna put the time. So at like at dinner conversations when Supreme comes up, like among friends, like
Yeah.
people, you know,
5
it's like,
minutes?
yeah, you
Whatever,
gotta like
okay.
time it because like we can.
And our time here is done.
Just 2 or 3 more. Margiela Supreme just dropped. People are loving the collaboration. Do you have a favorite Supreme collab of all time?
What kind of question is that? I don't know.
Is it with Jet Ski or Skidoo or whatever the brand is?
Sea-Doo.
It's Sea-Doo. Skidoo.
The Skibbity toilet collab.
You know, Skidoo is they got a Jew on the Skidoo. The fucking BLP kosher, bro.
Okay,
Come on.
bro. You're
My
I
references
haven't
are
You're
listened
so
yet.
cool,
I haven't
dude.
listened yet.
You're so
All right, so
cool.
you don't have a collab. A favorite collab.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah,
Fuck
I
it.
don't know. That's a tough one. I don't
All
know.
right.
All right.
Over under 100 grand. How much have you made reselling Supreme in your life?
Don't lie now.
Let's talk facts. Facts and data.
I cannot confirm or deny.
You're pleading the fifth.
We kind of talked about how like you're happy when a thing becomes a thing and you like press pause on it yourself, but then like eventually those people that are just chasing the thing, they're going to move on, right? That's just the nature of like these sheep, these people who they are.
Sheeple.
Yeah. So are you happy that the losers have moved on from Supreme to like Balenciaga and high fashion? Or did you not even kind of give a fuck because like it's so a part of who you are?
Yeah, I think again, like I put that in the same category as like a Yankees hat or a Champion hoodie or a pair of Levi's or a pair of Army pants or a Air Force One or an Air Max 95 or whatever the fuck. Like you like you can't, you know, it's like, am I gonna leave the house like head to toe, like you know, or like think about polo, right?
Ooh.
And polo means a lot to a lot of people in many different ways.
Yeah.
He's got to, take a sip of the topo.
Yeah. Wedding's whistle.
Yeah.
So there's you know, I don't know how they actually measure generations, but you know,
By
like
years?
Yeah, probably.
in New York, let's say, and worldwide, but let's just talk about New York, right? Like polo,
New York is the world, baby.
Capital of the world.
you know, means something, right? And there's a culture that was created out of, you know, kids from Brooklyn and uptown, like taking polo and Queens, taking polo and flipping it and making pieces become iconic in a way that like maybe even Ralph didn't see them or whatever.
Course, yeah.
And all these things. And there's a whole genesis there, and there's, you know, history and story, and it's been talked about, should continue to be talked about. It's mega important, right? And I mean, polo goes up and down, right? But are you, I mean, I know you, because last time we like saw each other casually, we were like talking, but it's like, you're never going to be like, oh, I'm not fucking with Ralph right now. It's like, maybe you're not getting like the big like, you know, it's like, think about like big horsies. Like, I never rocked that. I was like, yo, that's crazy. That's some like,
that horse is too big, bro.
Yeah, like basically.
No horse should be that big.
But then young Dolph makes it look fire. You know?
Well, I think a valuable lesson lots of kids could learn is like, don't always try and dress like rappers. Also, a lot of rappers, a lot of rappers dress like shit, and a lot of rappers who don't dress like shit, most of their swag comes from like street cats and like people that have nothing, you know. But like when rappers like set the trends, and again, I get that in like a universal way, because it's like, you know, someone in the middle of fucking nowhere, they don't, well, now maybe on Instagram they do, but like you don't really know what's going on in New York, whatever. But like, that's not where you should be getting your style from,
except for Kodak Black and BLP Kosher.
Yeah.
Jew on the Skidoo.
I would rock a Sniper Gang sweatsuit. But anyway, I'm just saying, so it's like Ralph. It's like,
you are a shooter.
It's like, yo, you're not like, you're not walking away from that because you see some corny person down the road.
And the thing itself is not corny. It's that the cornballs have temporarily appropriated it.
And also it's like, it's not even about that. It's a ubiquitous thing. It's it's surpassed the conversation of like, yo, if you know, you know, or like, again, like I said, like signify, you know, it's removed from that type of thing. It's just a ubiquitous thing now.
Well, Ralph and Preem, hate it or love them, they're above the law, at least in my opinion, where it's like, you don't have to fuck with it, but like, that doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah. And there's more, it's like, you know, like North Face or something, right? Like I grew up rocking North Face in a very specific, like New York way, New York pocket and whatever. And then, you know, you see what they've been doing and what, like it or hate it, and it expands, and and then it's like, I'm still gonna wear a fucking North Face. I'm not gonna wear that one, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like it can't taint it for me. Like it's you know,
it's a forever.
Yeah.
All right. I want to go back to your youth a little bit. Speaking of ubiquity, IRAK, bro. In its prime, how nutty would the IRAK crew get when you guys linked up? There's a lot of lore,
right?
But like, you know,
I feel like I want you guys to tell me the lore.
Drugs and alcohol.
Yeah.
So, okay, moving on.
Okay.
No, I mean,
literal Iraq war stories.
Yeah. Fallujah.
Yeah, bro.
No, I mean,
bombings.
First of all, no, you're like a kid. Linking up is like, you're just hanging out.
Right.
There's no, you know,
no agenda.
Yeah. And, you know, so I don't know. That's hard to answer. We can talk about it. I just don't know how to like.
Right.
I don't know what's.
You look back totally fondly on that time? Or do you have regrets?
Well, I mean, you know, that sort of covers a lot. It covers a lot of time also.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, like, I don't know how you define a generation. So like, I don't know how you define an era. I mean, I still, you know, I still rep IRAK to this day. I'm still, you know, my closest friends are still, you know, those guys. I don't know that I have any regrets. I have a lot of dead friends.
Right.
And I miss them very much. And I regret that they, you know, passed away. And I feel very lucky and very blessed that I'm here and that, you know, Kunle's here and Nico's here. And, you know, I'm not going to name a bunch of fucking people, but, you know, you know, not everyone, but like a lot, you know, and
are more here than gone from the OG crew? I know that's like a serious question, but
a lot of my friends are not here. A lot of people passed away along the way. Not all 15 years ago, some super recently.
Yeah.
And you know, I think that's
sad. Let's be real.
That's sad. Like that's sad. There's no other way about it. But obviously I feel you know, I don't know if proud is the right word.
Well, you still rep, and that says it all.
Very much. And I think being a part of that as a kid and being a part of that as a young person and being a part of that now as a middle-aged person, like that's very much part of who I am, and I exist and I do things and I have things to say and things to make and things that have nothing to do with that and whatever. But at the end of the day, that's like a core part of who I am. And I don't ever like shun that. And, you know, I'm grateful that like I'm able to be here and continue that for like people that aren't able to be
right.
here.
Do you hesitate to say proud because of like all the tragedy, or because I feel like it is something to be proud of, like just, you know, being part of something super important and you
The
guys
legacy.
creating something like literally out of nothing.
No, I just I think like, I don't know, the word proud and pride, it has it's
Is it like we're not trying to glorify those darker elements now that we're older and more mature with hindsight?
No,
being
I think
2020?
it's just, I don't know. It's like being like, oh, are you like, you know, it's like, are you, well, I guess I was gonna say like, it's like being like, oh, are you like a proud New Yorker? And like, I don't know. I'm just a New Yorker. I don't know. I don't have a
Fuck
like,
Eric Adams.
well, yeah, for sure. Fuck Eric Adams.
Many people call Eric Adams the Eric of New York.
He's
You know
kind of
that?
like, he's kind of like,
He's like the Diddy of New
yeah,
York.
he's got Diddy vibes.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna
Bro.
say. Is that he definitely
For
like,
sure,
Big
dude.
grifter.
there's some stuff going on. But yeah, I mean, I think
You
that
ever chilled with him at an event? he's at everything.
Yeah.
yeah, he's
Party
out.
animal, dude.
I'm not out anymore. I
Yeah.
don't go out. But yeah, I mean, obviously being a part of that is super important to my identity and my work and the way I think about things and my group of friends and our perspective and our, you know, experience. But at the same time, it's like there is it's definitely a little bit of a darkness, but that's not really the hesitation. It's more just like, you know, there's a lot of groups of unique and diverse and exciting and fucking freakazoid and like underground legendary people, not only in New York, but like throughout the world that like did all these things and like you said, like lore and mythology and legend and impact is like, that is not really like determined so much by like what you do, right?
Mhm.
Like a lot of that is like external factors, right? And again, so like the timing of, you know, I don't know. I'm down to talk more about it. So like throw some
Well,
shit at me.
yeah,
I
it's a
don't
little bit
wanna
like
start rambling.
perception is reality, right? It's like, you know, how people think about it has again added to the legacy that like has like exists almost outside of you. It's how like people perceived what you guys did, right?
Yeah, I think like now, you know, if you think about the camera and photography and imagery and how that is, you know, now there's a million different ways, but like for a long time that was sort of like the defining
Right.
sort of capture of a moment of right, you know, outside of a record or a film or whatever. And so that when we were, I mean, really kids and then sort of like coming of age and doing our thing, right? There was a lot of cameras around for a range of reasons, right? So like one, again, I'm old. I'm 41 years old. In the 90s, the only people I knew that had cameras outside of like my mom, who was a photographer and like whatever, was like graffiti writers, because you graffiti, you got to get a picture.
Ryan
of it.
McGinley.
Well, I'm saying I'm getting there, but
Oh,
that's
sorry.
what I mean is like, so like for us, whatever, like a camera was a part of the story, right? Because you got a camera with you. You're going to go paint a fucking freight train in New Jersey or do a tunnel in the upper or whatever it is. Like you want to get a photo of it. You don't know if you're going to see it again.
Yeah,
You don't know if
true.
you're going to go there again. You don't know if someone's going to go, whatever. Like, and like that goes back again, speaking about like not being the first, it's like that goes back to the you know, like kids in the 70s who didn't have shit somehow figured out a way to get photos of their trains, you know? And so that was a part of it. And then like when Orion, let's say, enters the picture, right? He was there. He was part of it. There was a true, you know, he's a part of it. If there's no, right? But it was like a symbiotic thing, right? Where he's like, oh shit, like, what are you guys doing? Like, I'm taking pictures. Like, you guys are doing this. Like, we're doing this together and I'm taking pictures. And,
We're all
you know,
breaking the law.
but so it's like so the documentation, the photos themselves become part of the story. And like you put it well, like it's a little bit of like self-fulfilling prophecy. And also it's a little bit of like, you know, chicken or the egg, right? You know, inherently like the observed is changed by the observer. Now I will say in the case of graffiti and drugs and a bunch of other dumb shit that we were all doing when we were kids, that shit was happening no matter what.
Right. Camera or not.
But when you break the camera out, it shifts the mood, it shifts the thing. And then all of a sudden it's like, you know, you're not just you know,
Yeah.
whatever. You're not just like
Doing it for you.
doing a line. You're like, let me put the Spider-Man mask on.
Let me do it off of someone's cock.
That was happening either way.
Right. Okay.
No, you don't need to break a camera out for Coke to get done
For
off
Coke
dicks.
cocks.
Yeah.
That's going down. Yeah. So, you know, and then obviously Dash's photos themselves.
Yeah.
A lot of people in the crew ended up with like very serious art careers. A lot of and I think the other thing that was exciting about that for outsiders is that because there were these photos, there was like an entry point for people to like find out about this stuff,
Right.
not in a like, yo, Style Wars, or like, oh, I'm really into to like 1988 or something. They're like, yo, this is happening now. And again, it's sort of in this pocket of like that I would fully say is like pre-internet.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know?
100%.
And the like sort of last stand, or maybe not the last, but like the almost final phase of like non-internet media, right? Like that was something they could like bite into.
One of the last bastions.
There's a couple photos, there's a couple stories, it's accessible, it's a physical thing. Like that's also, again, this has nothing to do with IRAK, and maybe we'll talk about this a little later, but it's like that's what's lacking today, right? In a scene or in a crew or in a group of people, is like the physical spaces, not just one space, right? The physical gathering, like an actual community, not like a brand saying community, or not
Tangible
like
shit.
yeah, like you could just be like, oh, I heard about this, I read this one, I saw this one thing, like I'm gonna go find this this thing, and like you could find it. Like you might not find it the first day, you might not find it the second, but like it's not gonna take you more than like a couple days.
Now all we got is Space Invader.
Space Invader was around this. Space Invader's ill.
I know. No, but there's literally an app where people like hunt his things.
Well, now you have like real life Space Invaders that are like, yo, what's up, man? Like, what's up?
Yeah.
And you're like,
Clout
yo, chill.
chasers,
Yeah. Or
aka
whatever it
Space
is. I'm just saying.
Invaders.
So, you know, that, I don't want to go on like a total left field tangent because I have a real point I was trying to make.
Well, yeah, I think the tangible is it's just all phone screens now, right? It all is just like fucking content. And back to your early point, it's like this shit don't ever stop, because it really is. Everybody has to be posting constantly.
Always be posting.
Always be
ABP.
publishing.
Yeah. Glengarry, Glenn Ross.
Yeah. Great movie.
But yeah, I think that captured a lot. And you also got to remember, again, going back to the posting shit, now there's like a flattening of the world, right? New York, it's still New York, but it doesn't hold the same weight that it once did, because the kid in Ohio or the kid in fucking rural, I don't know,
Kentucky.
yeah, or in
Just name
Portugal or in here or in there, it's like they can listen to this, they can see what you wear, they can see what whoever they follow, where they can and they can be in their little hometown doing their thing, and you're seeing, it's like there's a
Democratization.
A shrinking of the time-space continuum.
yeah, something like that.
You said it yourself. It's a flattening, bro. And there's pros and cons to that. But the
Yeah.
tangible is definitely gone.
Yes, and so
Sadly.
before that flattening, like those little pockets of culture that didn't only exist in New York, they existed in all over, including in little small towns and places that like it's not like a New York centric view of the world, but obviously there is something there like that attracts a like-minded person or an exploratory personality, or someone that does, like you're being drawn to something, right? People are drawn to New York. People are drawn to Los Angeles. People are, because not because like where they're from sucks, but because they want to go where it's happening.
But high likelihood that they does suck.
Where you're from does
Yeah,
suck.
yeah. 100
Yes.
Let's be clear.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Compare it at least.
Come to New York.
Comparatively.
Sorry.
It also sucks here.
Yeah. Yeah. True
Yeah.
story. Sucks everywhere.
You can make
Spoiler
your,
alert.
You can make your get ready with me videos here. Paying $5,000 a month for a fucking one bedroom. So in an interview, I think with O32C, Kunle was talking about how his favorite like piece that he's done, actually speaking of the tangible, like are like he only knows where they are, and I don't know if they've ever been documented or like widely known like location wise. Do you have like a and he mentioned like a spot where like his shit is still up from like I don't know how long ago. Do you have a spot that like is your favorite place you've ever
No,
bombed?
I've never done a piece of graffiti that was like worth being preserved.
Really?
And I don't mean that in like a self-deprecating way. And part of the like beauty of graffiti is not only that it's temporary, but that it's like just a passing little, blip in time. Right. And so I think like in that same interview, probably, so I don't want to repeat myself, I was talking about like there's little pockets, like you'll see, like even a civilian will see, and it catches the eye, not for everybody, but it does. Or it's like, they're gonna, redo the foundation on a building on Bowery, and they peeled back the last layer of like shitty sheetrock that they poorly cemented over it. And then all of a sudden some wall that's literally been like entombed since 1995 is just on the street as if like it's 1995, and it's just this little piece of history that, and you might walk by it and be like, oh, that looks cool, or that looks weird. You might walk by it and not even notice. But like for me, or for someone from my world, it's like, that's a whole fucking fossil to be studied and analyzed. And it's like, it's literally like a fossil where you can look at, oh, cool, this fucking troglodyte bug from 500 million BC has like a scar on its head from a fight with another bug, but then it's missing like a leg or two, and that wasn't lost in a battle. That actually happened 100,000 million years later when like lava from here, whatever.
Yeah.
And there's like a whole crazy...
When these kids from Ohio fucking listened to this podcast, moved to New York and gentrified it and put up more shitty new buildings.
Yeah. People from... that's mostly New Yorkers putting up the buildings.
It's true.
Mostly.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyhow.
Yeah. Who put that bug in amber? We know.
Anyhow,
we know.
I definitely don't have one specific piece that I did that it was preserved, whatever.
You were shitty at graffiti, straight up.
No, I'm fucking dope.
But you said there's nothing there was nothing.
I don't do graffiti that takes more than like, if it takes me if I work on a job, a project for more than like a month, that's a crazy long time. If I work on a piece of graffiti for more than like 5.5 minutes, okay, that's like a long time. There's people that do crazy shit that's just not what I do. I don't, that's, how do
you feel about like the brands, right, want to like capture a graffiti aesthetic, or like murals, fucking become like IG moments and shit like that? Like, do you care at all, or are you just like, yo, get your bags?
Yeah. What happened to street art, bro?
Well, wait, get the bag? The brand or the artists? I mean, I've been involved with a fair amount of like very like, for lack of a better term, like graffiti, gentrifying projects. So I can't sit on some high horse and be like, oh no, it's like this. I think that brands working with real artists of any type is always going to be a better deal for everyone, including the brands themselves and like the content or the output or whatever, than, hiring a Hollywood art department or a New York art department that can recreate whatever you want and make it look authentic and feel authentic, whatever. I think it gets tricky when both sides of that equation are sometimes, I think brands sometimes are willfully ignorant, and I think artists sometimes are unfortunately just misinformed or uninformed about their value and also the brand's value. And I think that's changed a little bit, where the sort of like, yo, it'll be cool. Yeah. Like, I don't think that really flies.
It'll be dope, fam.
I don't think that really flies anymore, but they definitely try it. And it's like, if you, like
pay for the video.
Yeah. For those not watching, I'm doing something really cool.
My man went AC Slater mode on the fucking.
Yeah, that's hard. You think Diddy sits in chairs?
That hurts my hips. Diddy has something.
Well,
on
he
the
just
chair.
anyway. So
he's sitting down for sure.
But yeah, so I think that like,
at least they're working with the artists.
It's a two-way street, right? If it's respectful, if it's done from a place of understanding and respect and like fight, because that's the other thing is like, if you're coming at some people that are like serious fucking cats and you're like, hey, we want you to paint a wall, it's 45 feet by 20 feet high, and here's the thing, and like we have $2,000. It's like go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Like you don't need to like
That's exploitative at its finest.
you know, and but on the flip side, like you
It's $2,000.
no, that is not what I was gonna say.
Okay.
I said, yeah, find somebody who sucks and be like, yo, you want to do this job for $1,100, and then you keep you don't do anything,
Yeah.
you keep 900.
Damn, you're on your
Yeah.
Tom Sawyer shit. You want to paint this wall?
But yeah,
Deep cut.
I think graffiti itself is extremely not so much misunderstood, but it's like underutilized and underexplored as like a really valid, not only art form and its own culture with its own history and its own value that go well beyond like a sort of retelling of graffiti or whatever. And I think that translates to everything, both like in an art world, in a commercial world, in a historical sense, in like anthropological, there's like there's like pieces to it.
Ben, beautifully put. Dude.
Yeah. Well,
How many times have you been arrested?
Yeah, because every
A lot.
How many?
I don't know.
like more than
For real?
a dozen.
No, probably like a dozen. I don't
Okay,
know.
all right.
Sick. You have any mugshots?
In New York, you can't get your mugshots.
for real?
Yeah.
That's
that
whack,
Trump's
bro.
mugshot never, or he just didn't get one, right? I don't
No,
know.
it's
in Atlanta.
that's Atlanta.
I was in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like in Florida, I got friends who have like their mugshot on like on a mug, like that's
uh-huh.
like Florida. You can do anything, but when they do
Sure.
arrest you, for doing anything, you can get the mugshot. In New York, yeah, you can't.
Damn. I wanted one for the Zood board, but whatever.
Is it out there on like a mugshot shouty database or something? Mugshot shouty Ben Solomon.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Did you look hard in the mugshot, or have you ever seen it? What was the fit?
Do they have to show it to you?
No,
Did you ask
You're
for
like, yo, can I keep the Versace?
I don't think I was ever looking like that good.
Yeah. Speaking of, I don't know, your past, was it tough getting sober while still like moving in the worlds of like graffiti, streetwear, skating, film, etc., where like so many people do indulge?
Well, like I said, I have a lot of friends that didn't ever get the opportunity or didn't ever successfully, weren't ever successfully able to stay sober. So I feel very lucky and blessed that like that's been, my life as of like right now, because I don't know what could happen tomorrow or like, when I walk out of here or whatever. But,
Yeah, famously coming out throwing fits makes people fall off the wagon.
Yo, imagine.
like I took it pretty far, and
Yeah.
it wasn't really like a.
You don't blame the environment at all. That's on you. Or
Yeah, but that's not even what I was gonna say. It's like it wasn't like oh, I should probably chill out. Like I was like not I was not.
It's like, I want to
headed
not die.
Yeah, a little bit, and I don't even know that I really did want to not die at the
Right.
time. I think I was lucky enough to have just enough of a moment of willingness where I was like, maybe I don't want to die. that slowly turned into like, I think I don't want to die. Like I don't want to die.
It's called growth.
Okay, I gotta,
Yeah.
I gotta stay sober. I gotta stay clean to not die. And then
snowballed.
one day you're like, oh, life's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Hell yeah,
shitty,
dude.
but it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's only
yeah.
okay. That was like the
Yeah.
ceiling. But yeah. So I don't know. I think I think now, when I was younger and probably like could have used that concept of getting sober, at an earlier stage in my life, there wasn't that many people around me that I saw that were sober. There was a couple, but also maybe I didn't even know or this and that. I think now there's a cultural shift in that. Like there's a lot more young people I know and like people in my world and my crew and my, that sort of are sober. And I think when I was struggling and when I was going through things, which like, had many different waves of it, whatever, like what ultimately helped me was like being able to find people, not just that were living differently but that were like me and living differently, that I could like see myself in and be like, oh, okay, cool. Like it's one thing if you're like, you know, Jimmy, the fucking doorman is like, you know, he, you know, and you're like, all right, like I don't know, you know, no disrespect. Like also, sorry, Jimmy. Well,
shout out the doorman.
Well, he's a doorman in New York.
Shout out to all the doormen.
Probably is Jimmy.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Shout out the doors.
But
another Jimmy Morrison.
Oh, true.
I never got it.
When you realize that not all sober people are narcs, or that there are people that move like you but are also,
I don't really not to be cool. Like, yo, I gotta get serious, but like I don't want to like make a dickhead joke here. Like I'm saying, like
seeing, safe space for that though.
Seeing I'll take a beat. Yeah, so you know, I think being surrounded by, not literally, but like having like touch points of people to look to for as an example, or also just to like identify in someone else, like, oh, I'm like that, I see that, and not only in it, like that's what I mean is like it's not that it's in a superficial way. Like I do identify with Jimmy the doorman, and shout out to him, and like guys like that have helped me 100%. But I'm saying like in that early phase for me, to your question of like in the world I'm in and my friends and my job and my this and my, you know, like, seeing people that I could identify with at like a more base level was helpful to starting that journey.
Well, we're glad you found the will to live, because you've given the world so much. And like,
you really have,
whether it's fucking friendship or your art, what we want to know is what films.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, guys.
That was beautiful.
We want to know.
I'm getting cold.
Oh, yeah? I'll turn the AC off. You have fucking 3 jackets.
Yeah, we'll shut the AC off.
What films you go back to time and time again, Ben, for inspiration?
I watch Konia a lot.
Yeah.
So I wear the hat.
Okay.
It's a great film. You should watch it.
Are you on Letterboxd?
No, I'm not.
Good.
I don't. What is it? I don't really get it.
It's an app for logging and reviewing films.
It's to brag about how many cool films you watched and submit your quips.
All right.
Or serious reviews.
Yeah.
Not everything's a fucking joke.
I mean, like, I'm not like total, like, what is it? Like, I get it. And like, I see it. And but you know what? Like, I'm like, not, I don't know. I feel like I have
a review guy, a reviewsman. You don't
I mean, what films do I go back to?
Yeah.
I mean,
what do you like to watch?
It's a vast, there's a vast,
array of cinema.
There's so many films.
There are.
There do be films.
What are some favorites of Ben's?
Gremlins 2.
Hell yeah.
Gremlins 2.
That's the one we smoke in the bomb?
Gremlins 2 DVD extras.
Oh, no, that's Leprechaun in the Hood.
That's Leprechaun.
Yeah, Leprechaun in the Hood, bro. Wrong franchise, doggy.
It's a very Jimmy answer. You went right to Leprechaun. Yeah. No, I mean, documentary film, which is sort of like my first, I mean, I guess as a kid, you're not like, yo, I'm into documentary films, whatever. But, I came to be as a filmmaker through documentary films. And, my best friend's father growing up is like a legendary New York doc guy, Mark Levin. So he made all like America Undercover, like when, so that's another thing is like documentary now, not the show documentary, but like documentaries now are like totally different than like what I think of. And and they're, it's like 48 hours or hard copy. It's and like that's cool. And like, I don't know. I don't really watch them, and God bless my friends that make them and cool. But like, anyway, I'm not really answering your question. I think on the doc side, like Mark Levin, the Maisels, Nick Broomfield is like a goat. I don't know if you're familiar. Biggie and Tupac.
Oh shit.
Kurt Courtney. Like he's like a total dickhead British guy. He's like a filmer. He has a boom mic, the camera in his hand. Yeah. And he does the interviews. He's a filmer. Nick Broomfield's not a director, he's a filmer. But he has a range of docs, but sort of like he did this Kurt and Courtney one. He did this Biggie Tupac one that were like his big famous ones, but it's like he goes to jail to meet with Suge Knight, like on the yard. And he's sort of like, so what's up? Did you kill? He's just like this asshole British guy, or like same with the Kurt and Courtney shit. He's like sort of like the whole thesis is like, maybe it was,
Right.
No comment. But
hashtag free Courtney love.
And, so again, I guess that's a totally different genre. I'm not really answering your question.
No, you're a documentary guy. That's what we're trying to figure out. Like, what are you watching?
I don't know.
Besides Gremlins 2.
I mean, the other thing about film, like,
what are you throwing on this weekend?
I want to go see Dune again in 70
yeah,
millimeter.
dude.
Go see it in IMAX,
But
bro.
I did. That's all I saw it in. But anyway, so, I think that like movies in a way that's different than music, right? Like most great films are not like the obscure. I went to film school. I said like they're like the bangers. They're
I agree.
They're Terminator 2.
Mad
You
Max
know?
Fury Road.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like it's a funky thing. I think like
Where art meets commerce, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out
Come
the
on.
bangers.
I mean, like Repo Man is good for like a weekly watch if you want.
Great.
Once like I had a Big Lebowski experience that was pretty like funny, which is like probably once like super fucked up. I watched it every day for like 90 days, like
Yo,
every day.
for
and
real?
then
90 Day Lebowski?
Yeah, probably counting days. Yeah, counting days on Lebowski. And then I was once in rehab, and they had like a TV you could watch at night, and like someone had like the contraband USB,
oh shit.
and it was like.
Fire.
It was like maybe when like the first season or second season of Game of Thrones was out, and they had like a friend who would like get them the episodes. And we had that, and then we had Big Lebowski, and like me and this kid would just be like every day.
Yeah, just
like,
pull the USB stick
watch
out of his
Lebowski.
ass.
Just
Sick.
watch Lebowski. Yeah. Well,
Is that how you smuggled in the content? I got this Game of Thrones from your father's ass.
Smells like shit.
but yeah. What else? I wrote some shit down when he asked me this question because I was like, oh, that's when we'll be like, whoa.
No, it's all good, dude. Consult the fucking
Yeah.
doc, dude.
Yeah.
We want to know. You're
your
a
studies.
filmmaker. We want to know what you watch.
Yeah. I mean, I love a John Waters.
Ooh.
I love a Cronenberg.
Ooh. The body horror.
Yeah. I love a Spike.
A joint. A Spike Lee joint.
Have you met the guy? He's
No.
outside.
Really?
No. Yeah.
He's
He's a dick.
Yeah.
Like in a great way.
Right.
Like
Well,
in a way that someone might be like, oh, Ben, he's a dick. But it's like, well, I'm not a dick.
Yeah,
he's just a New Yorker.
Yeah. I
This
think
is a short guy with glasses. You know, it's like a type of guy.
I do want to ask about some work you're working on right now. What can you tell us about the book you're working on with the GOAT Clayton Patterson, which is kind of based on or like started from some film work you did on him, right?
Yeah. So
So what's his book all about?
Yeah, and maybe explain who Clayton is for the youngins at home who are not familiar.
sure. So the most important thing, if you want to make anything in the world, but especially in New York, is like if you make one finished thing that's like it could be even really bad and still fall under like some sort of like not classic. You can't say your own shit as a classic. It's like calling yourself a legend or like coming up with your own nickname. But like
you could try it. Feels pretty
if
good.
you make
Yeah.
one banger, which like doesn't mean it's good, just like a banger,
Yeah.
and never make anything else,
You're goated.
then you're a legend.
Okay.
You could die a
That's
happy
how,
man.
yeah, like that's
Or
how
woman.
you do
Or
it. Is
they
like
them.
don't make another thing.
Yeah.
Yo, there's so many people like older than me, no one really younger yet. I'm not saying I'm one of these guys. I'm just saying that are like
You're not calling
they
yourself a
have
legend?
the one thing. We also skipped the whole movie conversation, which I'm down.
It's fine. We can
Okay.
move on.
Well, you had the note in front of you. You weren't saying
Oh,
anything.
yeah,
I was
I
like,
mean,
are you gonna?
You said Cronenberg. You said fucking
I don't need to
Waters.
read the whole note. It's fine.
Okay.
We'll talk. There's a couple things we sort of glazed over. I'll go back.
The glazing is crazy.
Hey,
Yo,
No Diddy.
Take that,
Yes.
Okay, so you make one thing. It's an eternal banger.
Anyway,
you're
so
goated.
the only feature film I've ever completed
Mhm.
is a documentary with that I co-directed with my oldest friend Dan Levin, whose father Mark Levin was
Right.
sort of like the inspo that set a lot of this off, and a great mentor. And Dan Levin and I made this film about Clayton Patterson and his wife Elsa Rensa, they're originally from Canada. They moved to New York in 79. They moved to LES in 1982. They've been on Essex Street since 1982. And they were both artists. They're both still with us. Elsa is an incredible painter who just now, as she's, much older and not making work anymore, has a solo show up at a gallery on Delancey Street. I don't know when this is going to air, so it might be down by
Next
then.
Wednesday.
All right, yeah, check it out if you're in New York City at James Fuentes Gallery on Delancey Street. Elsa Rensa has a series of paintings. They're incredible. But anyhow, her and Clayton was an artist. She was an artist, and ultimately, as technology shifted in the 80s, and the video camera and the photo camera became more accessible things, and not these sort of like pie in the sky tools. Now, obviously, they're reduced to
Your pocket.
whatever.
they began to document their lives, their art, their friends, those artists, and then ultimately the neighborhood, the Lower East Side, and what was going on in the Lower East Side throughout the 80s, 90s, 2000s. And even to this day, like Clayton's still walking around. Like if you go to Essex Street right now, like he'll take a picture of you. It's going down. But
call it street style.
yeah, we made a film. So Dan and I had met Clayton while we were still in high school. Through a friend's parent, like we had a bond. We were young, aspiring filmmakers trying to figure out something to do. Like Clayton's also like their home was also a gallery. Like the first big IRAK group show was actually in the gallery.
Oh, shit.
And then another friend of ours, Nico Dios, when we were like sort of just kind of getting high and hanging out and trying to figure out like what the fuck are we doing? He was like, why don't you guys make a doc about Clayton? And we were like, why don't we make a doc about Clayton? And it took a long time. The guy we probably worked on it like directly and indirectly for like almost 5 years.
Damn.
Like
Wow.
maybe started 03, 04, and technically it's a 2008, maybe 2009, 2008. When he has hundreds of thousands, like if you include digital, probably millions of photographs, like starting from about 1986, like to present day, and then hundreds of thousands of hours of videotape. And we made this film that was sort of like, and again, now in the sort of like accelerated timeline that we live in, like so much has changed so many times over since we made that film. But like 2005, 6, 7 was sort of like the post 9/11 like wrap up. It's like, all right, like shit got like the timeline of like fucking New York up completely got a little derailed because we had to take some time to like let everyone settle and like try and convince people like you could live here and
Yeah. You can make jokes now about it.
There's a
I make a lot of 9/11 jokes.
There's a Whole Foods in Tribeca now.
Yeah. Come on down.
But
water's fine.
and the
hot
rate
bar's
at,
fine.
and it almost sounds crazy talking about this now, but it's like the rate at which the turnover in the Lower East Side was going from like this legendary, contested community that had been home to Jews and Puerto Ricans and Dominicans and Black people and Irish people. And, like the Lower East Side is like just for America as a whole and culturally is like really, really, really like a very concentrated area that like very few other places could fuck with in terms of like impact on culture worldwide.
Sure.
And not
Bit of a ground zero, if you will.
I was gonna say melting pot.
Yeah, that 9/11 music. And so, the film tells their story as two artists, as two people, as two New Yorkers, like sort of finding their voice and finding their art, but simultaneously like the story of New York City and the story of the Lower East Side specifically through, when we completed the film. And that relationship. And so again, to this day, that's the only feature film I've ever made. That relationship is really important to me, and that story is really important to me because, again, talking about the camera as a tool and a whatever is like now it's ubiquitous. There's cameras everywhere. They're in your pocket. They're on the subway platform. They're in Diddy's bathroom.
The surveillance state.
The cameras no, but I'm saying so like you could walk through Avenue D and be like. But like maybe this week you might get punched in the face if you're TikToking, but like
hard to be.
You can walk around with the camera anywhere, and every single person you can pretty much be sure has a camera on them. Someone might say, "Hey, don't take whatever," but like it's not a thing, right? Back then, not only was no one doing that, you couldn't do that, and no one wanted to do that,
right?
And most of the time. You'd be surprised. It wasn't like that someone would be like, yo, why the fuck are you taking my picture? They'd be like, why the fuck are you taking my picture? So like he has all this, the archive, the Clayton Patterson El Sorrento archive has all of this history and all of these stories that like they're images that no one else has. And they're, and there's no separation from like the celebrity, let's say. There's a photo of Keith Haring, there's a photo of Bad Brains, there's a photo of there's days spent with these people, of Al Sharpton, of Mayor Dinkins, of Giuliani, like good and bad. It's not just like people that you're like, yo, that guy's it's like a lot of horrible people. Eric Adams. I found all these crazy fucking photos of Eric Adams from 98, maybe 99.
Damn, what were the fits?
And also, he has
He's
has
in a police
crazy,
uniform.
like
like a rat tail?
he looks like shit.
Wait, what was he? He's crazy what?
Like skin fucking problem.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like disgusting.
Oh, damn.
Psoriasis?
No, like some gnarly, some shit that definitely once he got paid,
Once he got some money, he got skin.
you know,
he got that
he, like,
good skin money.
turtle
Got some
waxed it up.
cocoa
I don't know
butter.
what he did. But anyway, and then like a junkie, the guy at the
Right.
deli,
Mhm.
a beat cop, a detective, a fireman, like an old lady.
A documentarian.
Yeah.
He was documenting everything.
Very much so. And again, but this is in a pocket of New York and with many different groups of people. It's not just one group of people that were not getting the cameras turned on them.
Right.
And so there's so much history in those stories. And we made this film. You know, I made this film when I was pretty young. I was by the time we finished, I was like super fucked up. Like that was sort of like the first end to my run. And then, you know, like I came back for a little bit and then
Right.
had to officially retire. But
Because of the pressure of finishing a feature?
no,
like-
man, I love getting high.
Okay. All right, cool. Just wanted to
I
clarify.
was just going
You and me both, brother.
and excuse me, yeah.
That was a sniffle. That was a sniffle.
Yeah.
I'm sweating. It's hot in here.
What? I just
Bro.
turn the AC back on.
You told us to
No,
shut it
that
off.
was the joke. That was a joke.
Oh,
No,
okay,
don't turn the AC
okay.
back on.
Turn it back on.
Freezing.
Anyhow, yeah, I made that film when I was young. I made that film when I was fucked up. I'm very proud of it. I stand
Right.
behind it. It's an important piece in my life. It had a life of its own. It
Yeah.
sort of stood the test of time. But there's so much more there. And so, you know, I continue to work with Clayton to this day. Sometimes like a love-hate relationship, but like all love, and obviously like a goat and a mentor and a guy I look up to and whose work is really important to my own. And yeah, we recently sort of like embarked on this new project because again, digitizing all this stuff was like half the fucking battle.
Jeez.
And
Yeah.
when we did the film, it was very
Scanner.
haphazard. It was like, oh, we did this piece here, we did this piece there, whatever. And then, you know, over the past few years, having nothing to do with me, and all respect to everyone involved in that, like pretty much all this stuff got digitized. It started to get organized. So I came back to sort of help catalog and start figuring it out. And there's so many books and films and ideas that could be made out of that. But we're working on, we're working on the first book because no one's ever seen really any of his photos other than like the front door stuff.
Mhm.
And there's so much history there. And again, it crosses over from, again, just everything in the Lower East Side. It's hip hop, it's police action, it's squatters, it's salsa, it's fucking punk rock, it's hardcore, it's food, it's gentrification, it's Jewish community, it's Puerto Rican community, it's NYCHA housing stuff. It's, you know, it's everything. And so, you know, the challenge for me was like, how do we pull this together and not just say like, hey, here's like this guy's stuff, and how do you sort of create a theme and tell, you know, draw someone in with a common thread without just like kind of putting too much out there. So, you know, more will be revealed,
All
but
right.
that is happening.
Sick.
We're super excited. And yeah, it's a blessing to be able to work with Clayton and his work and Elsa, you know, to this day.
Spending so much time with these goats, what's the best piece of advice, or maybe the piece of advice Clayton's giving you that's really stuck with you, or like impacted you the most?
He doesn't give great advice.
To
me.
Shoot everything.
To
Shoot
me.
everything.
Yeah.
Shoot or shoot.
You did say love-hate
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean,
He gives bad advice straight up?
yeah, it's just like
Not an advice guy. Not an advice guy.
Yeah, he's not my advice guy.
Okay.
He's my guy. He's not my advice guy.
Right. He's not your guru.
All right. Well, you mentioned,
Goat, not a guru.
yeah. You mentioned Eric Adams. I want to ask you, if King Solomon renounces the throne and embraces democracy and is elected mayor of New York City tomorrow, what's your first executive order you're pushing through?
Oh, Jesus.
We've entered the New York section of the podcast.
New
Executive
York.
order.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Snap your fingers.
You're
What's
pushing
happening?
the button. What are we doing?
Fuck.
Right out the
that's
gate.
Pressure.
No more fucking.
Well, this always brings me back to my thing. It's like, why would anyone want to be president or mayor? Like, this is like a horror. This is a burden.
Yeah.
I don't know, narcissism, power,
Yeah.
pussy, money, power, respect.
That's what you need. In life.
Pussy, money, weed.
Yeah. First you get the sugar.
We were staying with the puffy. We were staying with the money, power.
I went to
respect.
Wayne. Sorry.
It's all right. You know.
It's all needing life.
Yeah.
All
What do you
right,
want?
So
Let's do
What
it.
am I doing?
Yeah. One thing.
No more TikTokers?
Yeah. No TikTok. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
We're banning TikTok. Well, actually, it's happening. So you're good.
We're pulling a Montana.
Oh, yeah, right.
You're just piggybacking off Congress,
Wait, am
bro.
I like a Trump guy now? Jesus, chill.
No. Honestly, the most bipartisan thing being passed right now.
Trump wants TikTok. Trump likes tiki-taki.
No, I think I no slice of pizza without toppings can be more than $2.25.
Ooh.
I will account for inflation. I will respect a small business owner. I understand the
You're going to subsidize
logistics
the pizza guys.
but or maybe $2.50 flat.
It's crazy
plain
now. It's
slice.
Like, yeah.
And that's a cap. Like we're putting a cap on that.
I think like
That's the first order.
I feel like a slice with like a topping or 2 toppings now is like $7.
And I tell you what,
nuts.
A piece of fresh basil doesn't count as a topping.
Ooh,
You're
thank
still
you.
at $2.50.
Nice.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
You're welcome.
Salute.
You're welcome.
Oh, I need that fresh basil. I don't want an upcharge.
What
bitch.
is it? What is Eric Adams shit? He just says whatever the thing is. He's like, New York is the whatever
Yeah,
the thing
it's
we're
the-
talking about today. Of
A lot of people call New York the Port-au-Prince of
Yeah.
America or whatever. Like, yeah. Good. All right.
I would, however, continue Eric Adams' tradition of
Swag.
embezzling money from Turkish criminals.
Sure.
Absolutely.
And that's just
That's a given. That's a given.
That's a perk of the job.
That is a very old school headline. Like when I saw that, I was like, "That's dope."
Yeah.
It wasn't
I
like
miss the old
it
New
wasn't
York.
like like Jewish developers
Right,
or
right,
like
right.
or like like a Chinese
Mayor.
like it was like Turkish businessman. You're like you're
He's like
yes.
the restaurant owners that he goes to all the time, right?
It's old, yeah.
Turkish
They're
blood money.
brothers. They're
Yeah,
brothers.
yeah. And the food
New
looks,
York runs on Turkish blood money.
the food looks terrible too.
That might be a trope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, Ben, we all miss the old New York. All right, that's a given. But what's your favorite thing about New York City today?
I like this framing.
Let's get
And
positive.
then I'll tell you the secret about the old New York.
The heroin?
Yeah.
That's still there.
Before fentanyl.
Yeah.
Honestly, fent
Yeah.
ruined everything.
Yeah.
It ruined a lot.
Thanks,
That's-
Biden.
Really? I was gonna say Obama.
Yeah.
Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Xi Jinping.
Thanks, Turkey.
Yeah, they're banning throwing fits in China.
You ain't
Wait,
popping
what
if
was
you're.
the question?
What's your favorite thing about New York City today?
Yeah.
And then you're also going to tell us the secret about
The old New York. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna flip it. I'll tell you the secret about the old New York first.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
It's like on some metaphysical, atom bomb Oppenheimer shit. It's scientifically impossible for anybody ever to have been there. Anything, any era, literally no one was ever there. Like you wasn't there as the proverbial,
Right.
universal human experience. You could have never been at the real part of New York because any era you land in, whatever the goats are you guys texting each other during this?
I'm
No.
saying that this should be a clip.
Yeah.
So I'm asking Lawrence to do a timestamp. And
So you guys are. So the answer is yes. You're
Yeah.
texting each other.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's literally physically, scientifically, Oppenheimer, mathematically
Right.
impossible for anyone to have ever been there.
Right.
Any era of New York City that you ever drop into,
No one was there.
Yeah.
the goats of that era, the real people, the real New York, right? That's what they're gonna tell you.
Mm.
Oh, you just missed it.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah.
Oh,
fire.
you were 15 in 1997. That sucks, dude. If you were 15 in 1994, it was great. And you're like, yo, what are you?
This
you know,
is the gangs of New
and-
York
and-
theory.
You should have been there.
no, but and so
You wasn't at the 5
that
points.
is both a like sad, like it's not a sad reality. It's like totally freeing because then you're like, oh, it's all a bullshit kind of thing because any person you talk to, that idea of like the old New York, the real New York, the thing beneath the surface, like that's just some idea and some ideal. And wait, just let me finish the thought. And I will say, obviously, the city itself, culture, the way the world works today, whatever, all of these things, they're different. They're very different than what I grew up with. There's a lot of things that are negative when compared, like that I don't like, whatever. Like, it's not to be like, it's all the same. It's bullshit. But I'm saying, like, think about, like, what's a good current example? Okay, so there was like Hip Hop 50, right? Which, like, I don't want to, whatever. But it was the 50th anniversary of hip hop, right? And there was all these articles about this, that, and that. And someone posted like, I believe it was like a Greg Tate article on the 25th anniversary of hip hop. And it was like, yo, it's done, And if you listen to music from like 88. You know, it's all like, yo, it's over. You know, watch Style Wars, right? Like Style Wars, which is like the foundational back to films. Like Style Wars is one of the greatest films of all time. Easily one of the greatest documentary films of all time. And the beauty of that film is that if you do not give a fuck about graffiti, if you hate graffiti, if you think graffiti is like the scourge of the city or whatever, the characters, the storytelling, the environment, the world that film pulls you into, you're going to watch it, you know? And like, anyway, sidebar, you can edit it so that happens earlier. Anyway, Style Wars, fucking the whole third act of the movie is them being like, yo, it's over.
Yeah.
Like graffiti, 79 was the last year. Like, oh, this shit now, because it's like, you know, it's like 81, 82, 83. They're like, this shit now, it's whack. Like, it's over. The cops fucked it up. Everyone that writes, son. Yeah, everyone that writes is toy. The culture's been watered down. So. And it's literally, if you just take the idea of like the you wasn't there, you just missed the golden era, you just missed the real New York, you just showed up too late. It's not even about being from here. It's like, oh, you just moved here. Damn, that's crazy. You know when you should have moved? Right before the pandemic. Yeah. And then it's like, oh, you got here in 2021. Like, damn, 2020, the pandemic was crazy, and then it was, you know. And it's like, you can't, nothing's good enough. Nothing's real in it. You know, you're always, there's this idea of like, you're striving for this ideal that doesn't exist. And so the beauty of New York today is that it's, you know, it is what you make it. And like, it's all there for the taking. It's totally fucked up. It's way too expensive. The amount of you know, the fact that, again, going back to like, you can be in Ohio and you can interact with New York and you can observe of New York and you can comment on New York from your fucking phone. Like, that takes an element out of it. The lack of physical spaces, the lack of real community, not like a brand based community or a Reddit based community, or, you know, like, that is definitely something that's lacking. But at the same time, it's like, kids in New York, and I don't only mean like kids that are born and raised, because it's like, that shit doesn't fucking matter. You could be 19, you could be 29, you could be whatever you want. Like, that if you make this your home, even if it's not permanent, you know, it's a proving ground, and you find your people and you find your world. And again, like I was saying about making art or making films or making whatever, it's like, it's an exploratory process. Your first group of friends, your first favorite bar, your first favorite restaurant, your first like wifey that you're like, this is it. That shit is never the thing. As some people maybe, but I'm saying it's like, you're on a journey, right? And so like, where better to go on this journey than New York?
Yeah.
So what you're saying, Ben, to synthesize, New York is a state of mind.
New York State of Mind Part 2 is better than New York State of Mind Part 1.
Agreed.
And
you heard it here first.
And
oh, you monkey flipping with the funky rhythm?
It was written better than Illmatic.
Whoa.
Woo, that's crazy, brother.
Whoa, yo, the fucking hip hop 50 heads are about to go dox her ass.
Hey.
You know who was there
At least you didn't
first?
say Nostradamus, dude.
You know who was there first? The Lenape. Shout out. We forgot to do Atlantic Oliphant. Fuck.
The Lenape Indians, dude.
Yeah.
When we go down this side, I'm like, oh, I go
They were outside.
Make the wrong joke and get canceled.
This guy was
If you were to ask the natives, they would have been like, yeah, man, you should have been here before the fucking blankets with smallpox,
Yo,
bro.
well,
that's
shit was
good.
even better.
I mean,
the Bronze Age was sick.
That's a different podcast.
Yeah, it's a different mindset.
Yeah, I think that but there is also sort of like a sinister side to that reality, but I think that's also a thing that people don't talk about, and you know, it's also a very like American thing, right? Where it's always like, oh, we just got to get back to this thing, you know, like we got to go.
MAGA.
Well, no, but I'm saying,
Yeah,
like, it's an idea where you're like you're negating the realities of the situation for people that have had, you know, like. And just promoting an idealized version. So it's like, yo, New York in the 90s was dope. And it was like, was it dope? Like, I don't know. Like, shit was fucked up. Shit, you know.
Yeah.
AIDS kind of sucked. No, like, you know.
Yeah, that was a bummer.
Yeah. That was ass. Hot take.
Literally and figuratively.
Hot take, AIDS was ass. Wait, so, okay. So
I just put my whole mic down for that whole
That's
segment.
cool, dude. That's why we're here. To say what
let's
needs
stop
to be said.
looking back with like rose-tinted nostalgia. What is your favorite thing right here, right now in New York City? The best part about New York City today?
Besides our podcast.
Yeah.
You could be anywhere in the world.
$7 slices.
Again, I think just like I was trying to tie it all together in that last little sort of like conclusion, but I guess what I'm saying
When I was off with AIDS.
No.
You need your own podcast, brother. You're a real yapper.
I thought about it.
Dude, you should.
Well, you do a great job of
Yeah.
eventually coming back around again.
You do a great narrative, and we're fucking you up multiple times.
No,
Sorry.
you guys are great.
Thanks,
you guys
dude.
are good. You're good at what you do.
If there's a 9/11 joke in Act 1, that shit better go off in Act 4. You know what I mean?
There's a fourth act?
That's what the guy actually said.
Wait, what?
Fucking Chach. What's his name? The guy with the gun, the playwright.
The guy with the gun.
Chekhov. Chekhov
said there was a fourth act?
Yeah.
Damn.
People misquote him, but it was Act 4.
Check that off your list.
Yeah.
So
Check
the
off
best
that
thing,
off your
the
list,
best
dude.
thing about New York today is the best thing about New York of yesteryear, right? Is that
Streets of the Runway.
it's anything, it's vast, both like physically and mentally and philosophically, right? You can exist in 100 different New Yorks at once. You can exist in one New York for
multiverse.
10 years, but it is like that. You
Everything, everywhere, all at once, B.
that was a little.
You don't like that movie?
It was
Thank
at the
you.
time I was like,
It's
that's
different
cool.
if you're Asian. It is.
Yo, you wouldn't get it.
I don't know what that means, so I'll just
What do you
take your
mean?
word for it. New York is
Untapped.
yeah, right. New York is fucking tapped. I'll tell you
Yeah?
that much. But I don't know. I mean, I think that it is the land of opportunity. The streets are
Ooh.
paved with gold. I'm trying to think of other like
it's good.
Godfather
Yeah,
2
yeah, yeah.
like coming
Chicken
on the
in every
boat.
pot.
Like
Yeah.
get it how you live.
Yeah.
That's hot boy shit. That's big timer shit. But
Still fly.
Nah, I think like it's the perfect place to construct your world, both because you have the means, right? You have the space, you have the people, you have an energy that you can't really recreate, and then also you will inevitably be physically, literally, and not actually fucking confronted with many different worlds, many different peoples, many different lives, many different things that you don't agree with, that you don't understand, that you don't control, that you don't like choose. And I think that that's very important in like forming a life, an understanding, a set of beliefs, a world. And that, when you do only exist here,
Right.
Mhm.
It's not about like the echo chamber shit or like the doom scroll or the like being baited into like, oh, I only watch things that I disagree with and think
The
are
black
fucking
pill.
stupid. It's just like, that's not real life. And like understanding how to share a physical space, intellectual space, whatever, with someone who fundamentally like isn't like you at all. And maybe is like the antithesis of what you want or think a person should be or think you are or whatever. It's like, that'll teach you something about yourself that like nothing in the phone, nothing in a book, nothing in a doc, nothing in a movie,
A classroom.
can teach you. And it's like sharpen the blade.
So-
Iron sharpens iron.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
the best and worst thing about New York is the people.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, come on.
You're welcome.
All right. What is Ben Solomon's perfect day in New York City? Walks through the moment you open those
Yeah.
peepers.
Come on, dude.
Like
Yeah, your perfect day. Everyone's got one.
Yeah. What we doing?
it'd be a little warmer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It
Yeah.
comes again. This is.
I
all
also want
hypothetical.
to, so City Bike. City Bike is like the one, and there's the totally like a
Shout out to Banks.
Well, yeah, like separate. Again,
and who runs them?
He's supposed to say that, not
fuck.
you.
Well, the truth is, there's more bank CEOs of Irish American descent or Irish descent than y'all. So
What do you mean, y'all?
There's more
You people?
Jimmys running banks.
then
Half Jimmys.
yeah, then
The other half are building what?
The
Yeah.
Irishman.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say building like
The
cell
movie.
phones.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
What?
shit.
All right, this
All
part
right,
we
City
might have
Bike.
to cut out.
No, it's
My
fine.
perfect day.
Yo, City Bike was in my perfect day too.
Well, no, I just
E-bikes
wanted to say,
are-
like, as like the quality of new life in New York decline. So that's another thing. Classic. So if I was the mayor of New York, I would be the mayor from Ghostbusters. It's every New Yorker's God-given right to be miserable
Yeah. Facts.
and complain about it 24/7.
Was that guy Jewish too? The mayor in Ghostbusters? Because that's a very Jewish take.
You know, he was. He
was the mayor.
It wasn't now. You know what I'm saying? And
We've come so far.
So what was my point? Yeah, as life in New York gets increasingly
Bleak,
unaffordable, materially worse, the subway is worse. They're bringing back all the like Gestapo fucking stop and frisk bullshit, but also it like seems like shittier at the same time. Like you're not like, oh, this is helpful. You're like, well, no,
it never is.
The cops playing Candy Crush don't make you feel safer.
Jesus, those fucking guys.
Team Jordan's in an unbranded fucking
City Bike
flat
is
rim.
one odd like outlier where you're like, this is getting better.
Just the e-bikes though. Just the next gen e-bikes, the ghost bikes. I don't fuck with that pedal shit.
Yeah.
Ben's perfect day in
Okay,
New
so
York.
my perfect day in New York.
Waking up and
I
biking.
wouldn't encounter. So I wouldn't come across any delivery guys. No joggers. Running should be illegal in New York. That's sorry. I take
we
it
don't
back.
run from shit.
The price of pizza is back to a free market, unregulated stance. Running, jogging in New York, illegal.
I love it.
You just got to walk fast.
Yeah.
I do not
Like a New
back the
Yorker.
blue,
Briskly.
but in cases of jogging,
Execution.
yeah, send them,
Rikers.
straight to the volcano. My perfect day, and it's tough, man. The beauty of New York, the question you asked before this is that my perfect day in New York looks nothing like the perfect day I had last week.
Right.
There is no perfect day.
Every day's a perfect day in New York.
Yeah.
Or
How about that? Yeah.
Okay.
Like Prodigy voice. I love it. There's nothing like summer in New York.
Well, I think, talking about perfect days, being happy, being content. I think a source of joy and light in your life is your wife. You guys married, right?
Peep the ring.
Wife.
No, this is stolen valor. We're still not married.
Okay.
Fiance.
All right,
fiance.
She's also named Jenna.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
Two Jennas.
Two Jennas.
2 Jews. 2 Jennas.
Wait, why do you have is that a thing? Do guys wear engagement rings?
Stolen Valor engagement ring.
No, but that's where you're going with this, right?
Well,
You're
actually,
gonna
no,
ask
it's a
me that.
Stolen Valor wedding ring. But no, yeah.
What was your first thought when your fiance proposed to you? What was going through your head?
I'm thinking about if she's going to listen to this or not.
I mean, will she have made it fucking an hour and 52 in with your fucking bullshit yapping?
Yeah, she's got to
More than normal?
Dude, imagine she lives with me.
You're not are you going to listen to this?
I will.
You will.
I'm an egomaniac.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Only two only two men I can think of who were proposed to
Okay.
is Jim Jones
Wow.
Ballin'.
and
Vamp
Nate
life.
from 6 Feet Under.
And Ben Solomon.
Right. So I'm like, this is sick.
So
These
it's
are all
you,
goats.
a rapper, and a fictional character.
Yeah. So
All
perfect. I won.
goats. One short of a Mount Rushmore.
It was, you sent me this question. This is one I wish you hadn't sent me because I would have just been like, oh, we're going to talk about this. And it could have been funny. But now I'm like,
This is like,
James.
I think as a married guy, I think Lawrence is like very curious about this question.
Well, I've talked to him about it. I was just dying laughing when you told me.
it was like it was funny. The first thought was like, yeah, anyway, what?
Were
And
you
she was
tying
like,
your shoe?
no, for real? Like,
Nah, but for real. Trying to wife you, Ben.
She hit me with the Cartier the red box. So I was like, this was like a year ago, so I wasn't totally like, oh, Cartiers are burnt. I was like, I'll I'll throw a little, nail bracelet on.
Sure.
Sure. Like, I'm like, that's what you got me? That's weird, babe. Cool. My 40th birthday had passed. She didn't get me a gift. So I was like, oh, cool.
Making up for lost time.
Shots. Yeah, she didn't get me a gift.
Yeah, I hope she listens.
Jenna.
Write it down.
Jenna. And
Red box hits.
yeah. So I'm like, oh, all right. And then
What's this?
yeah. And she was like, will you marry me? And I'm like, what? And she's like, no, for real. And I was like, yeah, we're going to get married. She's like, no, will you marry me? And I was like, are you? And I was kind of pissed. It kind of like, it was a weird, I was like, what? Like, and
This is not how it works.
yeah, but like many things in life, it was a beautiful surprise. And,
Were you taking too long to ask the question yourself?
that's her version of the story.
Oh,
Okay.
The real
Jenna's version.
the real facts are the following, which is
Okay,
like
let's go. Let's set the record straight.
she's into jewelry. She's a jewelry designer. She
Nice.
like has, she's got great taste. She's got a great eye. She's got her plugs. And so she was very like, the ring. And I was like, I was like, the ring we'll figure out. Like, we'll get I get a sick diamond and then we'll go. And she was like, no, what? I was like, yeah. I was like, it's just an action to be like, here, will you marry me? Like, cool, let's melt this ring down and make some ill shit. And at some point, we had a conversation about it, and she basically like flipped out. I was like, oh, like what if I got a stone from one of your grandmother's earrings and recut it and made, and then just like got you a band and then we could go make the ring. And she was like, what are you, crazy? And I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, cause she's not with me cause I'm like, yo, like how much were your nails, babe? Cash app, like Birkin, like whatever, like,
Birkin.
Like,
yeah,
like I got it. I'm
Apple
paid,
Pay,
but no, I'm just kidding. But like that's not the nature of our relationship.
Sure,
so I was like, what, all of a sudden, I was like, you didn't have a purse for like the first 3 years we did. I'm like, you're not like now all of a sudden it's like this crazy fucking thing.
Oh, now you want diamonds?
No, I was like, I'll get you and we had this fight and it was kind of crazy. And then I was I didn't really know what to do. I was like, yo, I thought like this was like about like our love. We're like, and now all of a sudden it's this thing. So I was like, whatever, like didn't walk away. We lived together.
Valentine's Day is a Hallmark fake holiday.
And like 6 weeks later, she did that. And I was like, all right. And then guess what? The main diamond in her ring that we ended up making comes from.
Was it from her grandmother's earring, perchance?
Wow. Oh, what a sweet sentimental idea. Damn. So, it's a classic thing though. Like, I mean, it happens to me much more than it happens to her is like, whatever I think is like the vision. Again, time. You need time for things to go up and get back to the. So anyway, we're not married yet. Having a wedding's crazy.
Yeah,
having a wedding is like it's like insane.
Like money wise,
just everything. You're just like it just makes people crazy.
You better start fucking making some more OVO commercials, bro. Or some shit. I don't know.
As one of 3 men in recorded history to have been proposed to, as we established. In your opinion, when do you think she knew you were the one?
We were locked in pretty early, and then we moved in together February 2020, and then COVID was COVID.
Make a break.
COVID was not like fun, like, and definitely wasn't like it was sick. Like we had it was like mad stressful and made everyone but like we held it down. She held it down. And it's
she's like, I got to make an honest man out of this fucking bum.
I think I don't know. I feel like it's another, not only time wise, but just topic wise, like another podcast where I start talking about like relationships. No one wants to hear that from me.
Okay,
yeah, we do.
I mean, we asked the question because we want to know, but whatever.
I think that
I guess we'll just go fuck ourselves.
When
we're touching on all the big 3: Supreme, love, and we're about to talk money
and Diddy.
Yeah, that's a lot of touching.
Very few things have affected my life as much as those things.
Yeah.
And also, if you're talking about love, you are talking about Diddy.
That is his name, right? Currently?
Damn.
I think.
Fuck.
What is his name now?
I think his name is...
excommunicado.
Inmate.
Federal
number.
inmate. Yeah. Okay.
He's still free. As of this recording, he's free. We don't know where he is, but...
Don't know
did we just touch toes?
We did.
That was crazy.
Wow.
Oh,
damn.
That's love.
Pause.
All right, let's move on to money. We talked Supreme, Diddy /love.
Was this because I'm Jewish?
Money. No, we talk money with everybody.
Everyone, bro.
When you're pitching a big brand on a project, how close to the back of your portfolio do you put the Throwing Fits X Blackstock and Weber loafer lookbook photos that you took of us at the Cloisters?
So we're talking about no money. You guys paid me.
Yeah.
Actually, respectfully, you guys did pay me. And I
on
did,
the spot, right? Hit you with the Zelle right there.
The Zelle right there.
You know,
and the photos were sick.
And I did appreciate it. The photos, I think, could use some work.
Oh, really? Okay.
Just some retouch. It was just like a thing where I was like, oh, I wish, like, if we did
I
that
don't give a fuck
now,
about
it
them.
would just be, no. It's just like,
I think we needed them pretty quick. We're like,
anyhow, no, but you guys did keep it real. You were like, we don't have a lot of money, but like, obviously we want to pay you. And I think it's very important. And also for me, I do that also when hiring people because, obviously you're like, hey, we're shooting this, whatever. That money talks one thing. When you don't have any money, you still have to like acknowledge that someone is working on something. Yeah. It is their work. And like, if, it's like, it's much more disrespectful to like not have the conversation. Like even if the conversation is like, yo, I got lunch and like, I got you on the next one is like, at least you're like getting there,
Yeah, and you brought fucking
But anyhow.
young blood up there.
That's right.
You
Yeah,
you
Khalil.
spent on
Khalil
gas
was there.
money.
Shout out
We
to
were-
Khalil. He's doing his thing.
We were running away from security
right.
the whole day.
Right.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Had to take our masks off.
That's
secretly.
right, dude.
But I don't know. Yeah.
Bro, the one photo, it looks like we were like, yo, we call it the Salem cover. It looks like the cover of a fucking Salem album.
Yeah, it's hard as hell.
Yeah, I got to go
bro.
revisit. Maybe I'll put it in the front of my
We were
portfolio.
revisiting. We're like, yo, these fucking are gas as hell, but could be
Let's
retouched.
for the yeah, that's it. Let's deep fry
Run it
them
back.
for the
Yeah.
for the
Let's put a
slideshow.
sepia filter on them.
Yeah, sepia like vignette.
Yeah.
The border.
yeah, the fake film
Yeah.
border.
XP17
yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Ben, how much money do you make?
Yeah.
We're talking money, bro. It's the
We're in the money
it's
section.
very gauche to talk
yeah.
about.
Well, what do you like to spend your money on?
Well, as a Jew, no,
Real
you
estate?
guys didn't laugh at that. I was like,
Well, I was
what you
waiting
say?
to see what stereotype we went with. Yeah, real estate. I was gonna just
mostly
Ameri-
manipulating the media.
right.
American,
That's cool.
American military industrial complex.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mostly oppressing people.
Yeah,
No, what do I like to spend my money on?
We
I feel like I don't even know.
We going out eating good? Like besides
Yeah,
Air Maxes.
Nah, I'm eating a lot.
Yeah?
I'm not spending money.
What
on
are some
Air Maxes.
restaurants?
Spending money on Air Maxes.
Yeah, bro. Oh, that's just.
Do you buy
I call
clothes?
the guy.
Do you buy
Yeah.
clothes?
Not a lot.
No, dude. He's like
You
us,
get
bro.
shit.
Come on now.
I get a lot, but you know what? Actually, and this is worth talking about on
Let's
the
talk.
part 3 of our
Sure.
podcast, our 6-hour podcast.
The fourth act.
Getting it because when you like clothes, which I admit
Yeah.
it's called during whatever, we're here, we love clothes, we're
Mhm.
men, we love clothes, nothing wrong with that.
No.
We're men. We're here and we love clothes.
Exactly. Well,
This ain't the 90s anymore.
It kind of sucks because then I'm like, I look at stuff, I'm like, I'm not gonna buy this,
Right.
and then I'm like, I kind of wish I was gonna,
You're spoiled.
Anyway, what was the question?
Wait,
What
so
did I
you
spend
look
my money
at
on?
you look at stuff and you're like, I don't want to buy this because I don't spend money on clothes, or is it the stuff that gets sent to you where you're like, I didn't want this?
No, I'm saying like
The dark side of flow.
it takes away like the joy of copping.
Yeah. The dopamine
And it
rush.
also takes that's a whole other problem with especially like men's clothes these days is like the search, the journey, right?
Mhm.
Is like now it's just spelled out for you.
The
It's
hunt.
like, oh, I want, I picked from the 4 hat options, I picked B,
Yeah.
and then I got this, and it's like whatever.
the
but,
starter pack.
But yeah, I don't spend that much money on clothes anymore. I will, I do. I definitely spend a lot of money on eating out.
Yeah, what are some
Yeah,
choice spots?
Hit us with some intel, brother. Or is it like the classic obvious
Are
shit?
you going fancy? You going to the grill?
I'm going everything. The
Yeah.
grill.
I don't know. That's
The grill.
expensive.
What's the grill?
It's
Everything's expensive.
Let's go to the grill. It's very
All right.
expensive. Very
All right,
expensive.
I
go.
tried to
Market.
myself and my Jenna tried to. It's our 5-year wedding anniversary tomorrow.
Mazel tov.
Thank you. Tried to get the grill with like the Resi notification, and it's gone in 1 second, bro.
It's tough. It's in the old Seagram building
Yeah.
in on like 54th or some shit, like, Midtown
Oh,
East type.
I'm not even up. I love Midtown though.
Are
Yeah.
you when it comes to like your reservations, are you an early eater or like you down to eat at 10 p.m.?
So because I don't drink or do drugs, I go either way. Like I eat out a lot and spend a lot of money on food because it's also like a social touch point, right? Because it's not like, yo, I'll meet you at the bar.
Sure.
Right.
And that becomes then it's the thing. So it's like, I will meet you at the bar, but they better have,
Some fire,
a really
sparkling
good
water.
burger
Yeah.
and
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
this and a that and a da-da-da-da-da.
Do you do mocktails or you're like, no.
Mocktails are trash.
Yeah.
Like they're very, very rarely are you like, oh, that was good.
Right.
And also it's like,
Yo, can I have some more juice, please?
I'll drink a fucking Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
like a man.
Which actually is the most fire mocktail.
Dude,
Just like ice
Coca-Cola
cold
is
Coke.
like top 3 invention of all time.
Yeah.
Mexican Coke.
I had a Mexican Coke today. That shit brought me back
Why
to
is
life.
it got to be racial?
Yeah, true.
Well, just the best. That glass bottle just already hits diffy, dude.
That
No,
real
it's the real. It's the real.
I know it's,
secret.
real,
So,
it's
all
a
right.
real cocaine.
All right, New York. So here, this is like a little
Another
insider
drink of
info.
water?
Okay.
Okay, so the reason Mexican Coke bangs, obviously the glass is a big factor, but the next thing is the sugar.
Mhm.
And right now is the season. Kosher for Passover Coca-Cola, same composition, real sugar,
Oh,
not
shit.
high fructose corn syrup because
Wow.
of some kosher for Passover thing. So right now in this very borough of Brooklyn, you may or may not know this. Jews here.
Yeah.
You can go get.
They're in the tunnels.
They can hear us.
Wait, where do you get this?
Here's
Sounds
a pitter-patter.
fire.
Wait, you're saying it's like canned, but you just look for the kosher symbol?
There's 2-liter bottles. There's
What?
cans.
Just need the
There's
kosher
1 liter
stamp?
bo-
Yeah, you just gotta
No
look for
kosher for Passover.
But how do you know it's kosher for Passover?
It'll say it.
Oh, fire.
It's like on display.
There's like a Star David in like the A.
They made a
But then they
throne for
check
King
your social
Solomon out of the-
media, and if you expressed any sort of sympathy,
Which, for real, come on.
yeah,
Agreed.
I'm like
Yeah,
making a bad
come on.
joke. I'm not.
No, it's
Yeah.
cool. Damn, that's actually really good intel. So you don't need to just find the glass bottle.
The
at
$4
fucking-
Mexican Coke from,
Dude,
uh,
they're fucking taxing
yeah.
on that
For
because
real.
they know what they got.
Yeah.
All right, good to know.
All right, so you're eating good in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I see you in Bernie's a few times. I know you fucking.
So I was there last night, and Oliver was like, "James said you did the pod," and I was like, "Damn, this is like."
Well, I saw him 2 nights ago, and I was like, he's like, well, who's on the pod? I was like, fucking King Solomon, bro.
The king.
You should. I was actually gonna say you should do like a live for Bernie's.
We've talked about it.
Yeah.
A
They're
little
like,
bit.
they're like, nah, we don't care.
No.
It's just so loud in there.
Yeah.
No, but you got to like do it. Okay, now
Oh,
I'm gonna
like-
pitch you.
All right,
Okay,
here we
on
go.
the spot. Cool.
Are you gonna
You
film
do
it?
throwing fits, anniversary show. You get a brand sponsor,
Mhm.
partnerships, whatever, and you do like throwing fits at Bernie's.
Mm.
Invite only friends and family.
Mm.
Like way less than capacity. You say like maybe the cap is like 25.
Okay.
No music playing. You have a sectioned off booth. Yeah, you're definitely shooting. I don't know if I'm shooting this. You're talking to me.
We do have money now. We do have money.
Yeah,
now,
we have
so.
quite a
there's
bit.
that.
As
Thankfully.
I'll tell you the same thing that big brands get. It's like, well, how you have money? How much?
How much money?
Yeah. Sure.
Anyway, you take the corner table, not the one by the bathroom.
Right.
Right.
The one by the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are there all night, and it's sort of like Don style, right? So
Oh,
everyone
check
there's
in.
food at the bar.
Check
There's
in.
yeah, and you record the whole thing,
Kiss the ring.
and you do like a lot,
Compilation
boom.
ep. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
there
That's
you
actually
go.
not bad. It's a
Like
good
a
idea.
like a Rat Pack. It's kind of like a show, but also sing some tunes. You know. All right.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. And then what am I spending money on?
Your
Yeah,
dog.
Yeah.
dude. I don't spend that much
We
money
got
on
some
my dog.
dink
I
wads.
wish I could. I wish I would.
So does he.
I don't know what the fuck. What do you get a dog?
I don't know. Some nice food.
I got the
steak.
Supreme BB Simon dog collar.
I
All
fucked up and
StockX.
didn't get that.
Oh,
Damn.
brother. Come on, man.
Hit grilled.
Yeah, I
Hit
know. I know,
chewables.com
I
or
know.
whatever.
StockX.
But right now I'm saving my money.
Oh, for the wedding and the child.
The wedding. No, just
Child?
for me.
Oh, okay.
Just for like when I stop getting flow and I'll be
Sure.
like, I need to go spend 60
Damn.
racks on clothes.
I need to buy Air Max.
Where is the nearest Balenciaga?
for the for when you finally get that reservation at the grill. Ben, what's a large purchase you've made recently that you regretted? I don't know if you put like a non-refundable down payment on a ring that ended up not getting copped, or
maybe some piece of like tech for what you do for a living that didn't
Yeah, I
pan
just
out?
bought a crazy hard drive. Oh, that I regret?
Yeah, regret.
Didn't
Also,
pan
like, they don't want to be like like end this on like the nerdiest show. I bought a hard drive.
how many terabytes, King?
A lot.
Yeah.
Speaking of all this criticism that we're throwing around left and right here, Ben, we've arrived at the end of the podcast, and we would love to know, as your friend, as admirer of your work
Mhm.
and your story and everything you've been through and everything that's yet to come, do you have any constructive criticism you'd like to give us?
On some reverse Clayton
On
shit.
some
Like,
Yoda
good,
shit,
like
yeah.
good advice. Good advice.
Well, I'm excited to see The Office. I think taking the recording process outside of the home environment
That'd
and,
be nice.
and putting it in something that's, but I also like this. It's very
It's
like
cash.
Oh, should we stay? Sign the lease.
no, go to
Front
the
office.
office. Where's the
Stay.
office? Where's the
That's
office?
all it
In
took to
Manhattan?
convince you?
Lower East Side.
There you go. That's Manhattan, baby.
Yeah, maybe
That
Clayton
is.
will flick us up.
Well, we were saying we were saying like we're like a Brooklyn podcast, now we're becoming a Manhattan podcast, and what does that change about the show?
I think it's great.
Thanks.
Pay
Only
more
big
rent.
things. Constructive criticism for you guys. I think it's great. I think I
You agreed to come on,
yeah.
which is the ultimate
And
cosign.
you know what I want to say, which maybe isn't constructive criticism. I want to say thank you for asking me multiple times for multiple, and it's not like a humble breath, like, oh, yo, you guys asked me mad times. It was like, I appreciate the persistent consistency
doggedness.
and
I think my last text you was like, "Hey, check quarterly check-in to see if you want to come on the pod." And you're like, "You know what?
And
Let's go."
like I said before, it's like my only hesitation was never anything against you guys or the pod. It was my own
Right.
Not self-consciousness, but just like I'm very self-aware, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna like get too loose.
I'm
Don't
gonna
worry,
talk
we
too
will
much shit.
always get looser than the guest.
I don't even know if I said anything that's like a can't rock.
No.
Absolutely not,
No,
bro.
dude.
I made a bunch of Jew jokes. What? sue me.
Right.
Well, careful because
Nah,
they
I
will.
mean, bro, you were loose, but you weren't like as loose as Diddy's butthole. Like,
Whoa.
we had a good time.
Nice. Speaking of Diddy, it's time to get out of here. No, sorry. Anyway, thank you, Ben, for coming on. Where can the kids follow you on social media?
What do you want to plug?
What do I want to plug?
Book coming soon? Or is that like a next? What?
The book will be out in it's a photo book right now. It's called LES Graffiti. That's a working title.
Okay.
We'll expand
Working title.
with anthology editions. Shout out to them. That'll be out in the first in 2025.
Where can we stream the doc?
Yeah.
So the doc is damn. I had so many like funny things I wanted to say.
You want to?
No, it's how it goes. No. I don't want. Trust me, you guys don't want to go backwards. You don't want me to talk more.
You should have come here 15 minutes earlier, man.
Yeah.
You were very punctual.
The doc is available for free. The link might be hard to find.
Put it in your link in bio.
If you Google captured documentary full film, it will come up. It's like a Vimeo link. You can watch the whole film for free.
Sick.
It was, it's available for purchase on iTunes and streaming. It's been out. It had distribution, all these things. At this point, like, documentary that we're never gonna make $1 off that. So it's like I just want people to see it. And you know what? I will say something we didn't talk. Is like I met and I continue to meet young kids, young people, and not always young people that are like, hey, you made that film, or like I learned about this from that film, or whatever, or that's how, and like that's an incredible feeling. And like to be able to continue a tradition of, New York narrative and history and education in a real way. That's, that's
they ask
been an
him what he
honor.
does and who he does it for.
You know what you should do? You should take some of your hard-earned money and pay some fucking TikTokers. I swear to God, this is a fucking whole niche, like sub niche topic on TikTok, like New York history, like very little documented piece of New York history. And they just like, it's their head talking over the film, and then you go viral. Then
Shout
you start making some
out
money.
Big Dick Nige.
Big Dick Nige, bro.
Yeah.
Secret New York City history. I think that's his shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shout out to that guy.
The only thing not secret is his big dick.
Yeah.
He wrote about in New York Magazine.
Huge cock. If you did a line off that man's dick, you would have fucking OT'd, bro.
I didn't do lines of anybody's dick.
Right. Hey.
It just
Don't knock
you
till
were
you try.
Sometimes at Diddy's house,
I was
things
just in the
happen
room.
that,
Well, there's a famous photo of someone doing a line off Dash's penis.
right.
Or maybe
Dash's
she's doing
penis?
it?
I
I
believe
don't
it's
know.
Kunle's dick.
Okay, yeah.
It's a black dick.
Yeah.
It is.
And I can tell you very much that Dash's
Was a white man.
did not have a black dick.
Okay. Yeah. They called him Snow for a reason. He was white. All right. Man, thank you again for coming on. Yeah, follow this man, stream his shit. And thank you for coming by and finally making this happen, bro.
Yeah,
Instant
baby.
fucking
We
classic.
appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
Chef, take us out.
Whether you're looking to build a website for your business, your hobby, your podcast, or just for fun, Pair Networks is your go-to web hosting partner. Not only do we have the lowest domain price in the industry, starting at just $11, we've got hundreds of stunning website templates to help you stand out from the crowd. You're not a techie? Not a problem. With our easy DIY site builders, you can launch your impressive website without any technical know-how. And when it comes to security and updates, don't worry, we've got you covered. Our 24/7 US-based customer support is the best in the industry. Check out pair.com today to learn more. PAIR.com.